go. And we are live. Okay, so I have no idea how these things actually ever save these streams, but yeah, the idea here is just going to be a situation of wanna basically just watch the pay-per-view. Like, the thing that I missed whenever there was a big pay-per-view for WWE was honestly just going and just watching it with the boys and just basically just riffing on the pay-per-view the entire time. So that's basically kind of what I plan to be doing, is just riffing on it. Look at me, I'm talking shit about the professionals doing stuff, but that's just the idea. That's just what I missed. I missed hanging out with all the guys and just watching pay-per-view, having a few drinks, and just riffing on every little tiny mistake that we saw. Because, every single time there's a tiny mistake, blow it way out of proportion. And it was a fun thing to do. So basically, this is just for me getting some personal enjoyment back out of this. So I've got YouTube on this one. I've got right over here, I've got WWE Network on. It's right now on its then part in the then, now, forever thing. So I'm just going to hit play and, just see how it goes. I'll just commentate a little bit of stuff. And, if anyone has any questions in the chat, I do have the chat right here in the middle. So if anyone has any questions, we'll go ahead. Now, I'm probably going to get VODed for this, because, it's generally going to be WWE audio. They're going to probably copyright claim a bunch of stuff. But in theory, as long as I'm talking over the actual entrance music, this will be perfectly fine. So here we go, the then, now, forever. I'm going to raise the volume a little bit because it's not just looking at me the entire time. So hopefully the volume comes in a little bit from out of my speaker and into my microphone. If not, then, it's whatever. But here we go. So this is the Royal Rumble 2021, and I have not yet seen this. I know I'm a day late. Ooh, that's a bit loud. I know I'm a day late, but yesterday was actually someone's birthday, so we were all doing a birthday party instead. So, that's the one good thing about the network, is that I can watch anything at any point in time I want. Mainly what I've been using the network for has been watching a bunch of old stuff. Watching a bunch of old NWA, AWA, WCW, although right now I'm in like 91 WCW, so that's kind of you can tell where there's a sudden dramatic change in direction with that company, with just the way how it's shockingly and just like goes in a different direction at times. So, but yeah, mainly I'm watching that because there's a lot of neat little things I can steal and pick up. Like, there's just things that no one does anymore. Like, I'm watching old, I was going to say Steve Austin. Wrong, Steve Williams. Steve Williams. I'm watching old Steve Williams stuff. And no one does this sort of, running front uppercut trip move that he does anymore. It's some sort of, I guess they play it off as like a football thing, but no one does that. I want to do that. And just other little tidbits like that, where it's like, wow, I've never seen them work that particular style or work something like that. So it's far more interesting to me to watch all the old stuff. So for Peacock, just a hint, hint, wink, wink, I want all that stuff up there when you take over the network. I'll still probably keep the $9.99 because, hey, if I get WWE and everything else that's on Peacock for the same price, I mean, why not? I mean, it's kind of doesn't make sense to watch wrestling with commercials in the middle of the match anyway. I hate that. As far as I'm concerned, a match should be from in between commercials. Point A, point B, get it in between that. I never like it when commercials interrupt matches. And considering the fact that so many matches today go 30, 40 minutes for no apparent reason, I would prefer not to watch commercials. That would be... although also I'd also prefer if the matches didn't go 30 to 40 minutes for no reason. After about 10, it's like, okay, now you're hitting every move ever, and there's nothing for the pay-per-view. So I honestly feel it's much better watching WWE when you don't watch the weekly shows. You just watch pay-per-view to pay-per-view. You got your big four, big five. Oh, and here comes the Pyro. It's doing the whole Royal Rumble. I do like the Thunderdome. I actually do like the way it looks. I think they've honestly made a pretty decent approximation of having a crowd there. The piped-in noise is obvious, but at least it's nice that I'm seeing people clapping, so it's matching the clapping that I hear them piping in. I don't know what the technicalities would be of having the audio of everyone's computer that's on the Thunderdome playing, because you'd probably have some weird reverb issue where you'd have to actually mute the actual WWE, going in, so your audience that's on the Thunderdome can't hear the commentators, can't hear the ring, can't hear anything else. But it is quite... And apparently Goldberg is coming up first. I literally hear Goldberg's theme hitting. Why is... normally you do a package or something like this before a title match. So instead, here comes Goldberg. Commentary mode. Let's see, here it is. Okay, got one security guard. Only one security guard. That kind of seems like... Okay, and here comes Goldberg. Goldberg still looks quite big. Okay, yeah, no, now we've got like 5, 6 different security guards, and immediate cutaway, so they only had like 10 feet of walking room. Oh, no, we're back. I really dislike the cutaways. That is the one thing I will mention. Outside of the fact that everything just looks so freaking clean and polished, I really dislike how the camera is in WWE. It is very zoomed in a lot of the times. It's very zoomed in, and you miss things out of the peripherals. It's like, and at the same time, it also just cuts far too often. Like, let this be a long static shot. This is a static shot. This is Goldberg's entrance. One path following him the entire way. Don't cut back every 2-3 seconds. They do this every time, like where every single punch there has to be a camera cut. No, just get the entire ring in the shot, zoom back. I know there's a TED Talk of every 3, 6, or 9 seconds you need to do a cut for specific movie editing. I know that's the way you do it, but that's, just how it is. I think they cut far too often. They do too much camera movement. I would like more static angles. And Goldberg just did his entrance, the pyro, the sparkles. The one thing is, I don't know why he changed it when he went to WWE. When he went to WWE, he started doing the punch, kick thing. And every single time he does the kick, he does like a little stutter hop. And I notice that, and it annoys me every single time I see it. And I'm going to point that out every single time I see a stutter hop or a stutter step, because it's been drilled into my brain over and over and over again. David, don't do stutter hops. David, don't do stutter steps. It doesn't look right. Big steps, firm, planted ground, that sort of thing. So all that sort of stuff is just, Goldberg, when he was in WCW, when the pyro started going off, he did like that raw gorilla press thing. I don't know why he changed it to the punch, kick. Maybe he's going for... Oh, and now we have the package. Why is Goldberg in the ring and then the package plays? Shouldn't the package play first? Oh, well, I'm whatever. If that's, it's minor thing. But you know what? Challenger came out first. Champion comes out second. My prediction for this match, here's going to be the finish. Goldberg's going to go for a spear. Claymore at the same time. Collision right in the center of the ring. That's going to be what I'm expecting is going to be the finish. So let's see. What are they saying about here? Drew McIntyre, blah, blah, blah. Couldn't be a better representative, blah, blah. Yeah, I agree. Actually, no. Do I agree with that? Do I agree with the statement that Drew McIntyre there couldn't be a better champion right now for WWE? No, actually, yeah, Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns has the character. Roman Reigns has something else that McIntyre doesn't. I don't know what it is, but Roman Reigns has something more. And, this is where, the joke comes in. Everyone goes, oh, it's because he's a heel. And everyone just likes heels nowadays. But no, there's something about Roman Reigns where it's just like, you believe it. I still don't necessarily believe McIntyre. I don't know what it is, and I have to look at it. What is it? What am I not seeing? What am I not seeing that isn't making sense? I don't know. He looks like he looks like a tough guy. He's got the size. He's got the skill. He's got the agile. He's got the talking. I don't know what it is that I'm not seeing. Oh, that's gonna be biting at me. I don't know. Do I want McIntyre to be a heel? Is that really honestly it? Am I just being a selfish jerk about McIntyre being a heel? He's got a baby face that is a dominant baby face. So you're looking at Hulk Hogan. You're looking at Ultimate Warrior. You're looking at, honestly, Goldberg. You're looking at people that come in, destroy things, go home. I bet you it's just the WWE style then, the current style of what is expected of a champion. And even then, if you actually look back at Hogan's matches, Hogan was on his back selling 90% of the matches. The baby face is generally the underdog. So, okay. That's so if I think that might be it. I think that might just be the situation where I don't ever believe McIntyre's the underdog. That's going to be interesting. Okay. So I think that's probably it. That's probably it. I think that might be it. It might just be that I don't believe he's the underdog. He's so if he's not going to be the underdog, he's going to have to be the dominant guy that just wrecks things in 3 seconds. More Ultimate Warrior, more Goldberg, less Hogan. But okay, and here comes McIntyre. McIntyre has this bagpipe music, which is, I don't think I've ever heard a bagpipe actually sound decent. Oh, I lie. Red Hot Chili Peppers. Went to the library once to get a Red Hot Chili Peppers album because you could rent them and whatnot, and it wound up being Red Hot Chili Peppers instead. I didn't look carefully enough at the logo. So, but it was actually quite nice bagpipe music. The Silver Spear was like the first song on it. I think I still have that on my iPod, Silver Spear, but it's not necessarily about music that you like. I know there's a bunch of people that go and say, man, I really want McIntyre to have his old music back. It's not about a song you like. It's about a song that fits the character. That's what it's about. And you know what? It's a very superficial layer. He's Scottish. Put bagpipes. At the same point in time, it fits the character. It fits the character. That is what needs to be. Like you come out, there's no mistaking it. It's McIntyre. McIntyre's coming out to bagpipes. Oh, Eric Storm just says, "Bro, I'm so happy to see you back. You're amazing." Thank you. I have no idea how to actually have these things like save and be viewable after going live. So I don't know how people do it, but I'll have to figure that out. There's probably a setting somewhere where I can do this. My thought process behind this is just going to watch the Rumble and see all that and, just commentate, just give my thoughts on the way. Now, of course, that means I'm going to be sitting here talking for 3 freaking hours, so I might have to take a break in between or something, but you know how it goes. And I'm not going to go too inside baseball, I don't think. I've literally been watching it for years since the early Impact hours. God, there was a situation where it was just getting so negative, and I know it's easy to fall into that trap, especially because, here's the negative, the negative things get clicks, the negative things get notions, the negative things get, notoriety, and it was the entire thing. There was the angry video game nerd, there was the nostalgia critic, there was the cinema snob, there was Spoonie, there was me. It was every reviewer was the angry reviewer, and eventually, you get to a certain point in your life where it's just like, I can't take this time to just be so negative. Especially also because at that point in time, like, eventually TNA just got so garbage where it was just not, it was not fun to support to even just put the videos out anymore. I couldn't do it. I couldn't stand it. So yeah, but and now I'm at this point where it's like, well, what do I say? What do I say? There's, like, what if I tell someone they're doing shit work or whatever on this? My defense, Impact was trash, but it's pretty good now, don't you know? Yeah, I hear everyone say Impact is good now, And every single time I see someone say that, and I go and watch it, and okay, literally McIntyre starts off with a spear. Okay, starting the match off hot, at least that. I mean, I expect none of these matches are going to start with quarter circle lockup, but I'd like to actually see a quarter circle lockup. And now immediately into the steps. Okay, starting it off hot, we're doing a big explosion mat. Okay, I see McIntyre getting up right in front of a barricade. It's going to collapse. They do this spot every pay-per-view. It's going to collapse. What a shocker, it collapsed. But every single time I hear someone say Impact is good, I go and watch it, and then I see the exact same thing that I'm annoyed with modern wrestling. Every match goes 20 minutes. Every match looks like super choreographed spots. No one throws a decent working punch. And it's like, okay, who is this guy? Oh, look, it's a white-haired guy with a beard and long hair versus a white guy with beard and long hair, and they're both 120 pounds. I'm looking at it going like, okay, so it's the X Division, but it's not the actual X Division. AJ Styles could still really, really work. Same with Daniel, same with Low Ki, same with Austin Aries, same with Chris Sabin. And I watch just like the current guys, and it's like, you're not as crisp as them. Like, you don't have the same fundamentals that they did. And that's just one of those things. It's like, and I don't want to, so maybe I just keep watching a bad episode every single time it happens, but I look at Impact and I'm like, it's, it exists. Goldberg looks half dead in every match to drag him out to. Yeah, I know. Goldberg, that's the thing, eventually you get to this certain point by, okay, now here's a Claymore, it's going to be a kick out. This is going to be finisher spam the match. It's going to be kick out, finisher, kick out, finisher, kick out, finisher, that sort of thing, until eventually one finisher ends it. This is your Brock Lesnar match, your Goldberg match. This is the typical type of thing they're doing. I don't actually mind bringing out the part-timers. I don't mind bringing back the legends. You have to beat someone to be, a champion, And that was actually an interesting dodge, just ducking the Claymore and doing a flat back bump. And now a spear, it's going to be a kick out. I was going for another spear. He's whatever. He's going to probably kick out again. The fact of hurting the product, it's not. Do I think that Goldberg specifically is hurting the product? No, it's not Goldberg's fault. Goldberg is scheduled to 2 matches a year, getting paid, how many figures of money for it? 100,000, maybe 200,000, $1 million. Who knows? I don't know his contract, but hell, I'd take that money. If he comes in, gets a big moment, gets a big pop, and then puts someone over, it's all right. The matter is the fact of everything else in between. Ooh! Oh, God, that jackhammer. Oh, fuck. Oh, that had to hurt. Inside baseball, you do not want to have 3 to 4 bumps when taking a slam. And that was 3 to 4 bumps taking. Don't show a replay. Don't show a. Oh, God. Oh, why would you replay that? God, I have done that. I've actually done worse than that. Here, story of David doing something freaking stupid in the ring. David taking a suplex. I actually had my leg go completely underneath me. I had my leg, my leg bent, whoop, like this. I landed flat like this, my knee being my furthest thing out. Motherfucker, that hurts. Okay, here comes a Claymore. That's got to be the finish. He missed the spear. 2, 3. Yep, that's the finish. Okay, but dear God, needless to say, my leg was sore for the next couple of minutes while I was trying to work the match. God, I was like, I'm down. Just hit me. I'll fight back. Just come on. I wasn't doing shit at that point. I was throwing punches and gut punches, and I'm like, the focus is now my leg. The focus is now my leg. Just don't twist it anyway. Good God. Well, McIntyre won. Okay, good. I'm not quite sure why. The thing that was screwing over this match, though, was just the storyline. Like, honestly, if it's everything in between. It's not the fact that it's not the fact that the old timers come back. It's the fact that God, they showed it again. God, it's not the fact that he's doing it again. It's not the fact that the old timers are coming back. It's the fact of everything in between. They've got like 20 hours of content every week. They're overexposing everything, and they're also in this sort of situation where they want the company to be the attraction. It's not a star, because what happens when you make everything revolve around Hulk Hogan, and then Hulk Hogan leaves? Crap, what do we have now? And then hey, we're making everything about Stone Cold and The Rock, and then at the same time, Stone Cold and The Rock leave. Hey, we're gonna make everything about Brock Lesnar. He goes off and tries football. Hey, we're gonna make everything about CM Punk and Cena, and then Cena has to leave because eventually being 10 years in the company, it's time to leave, and CM Punk got angry and left, and they're just at a point where they don't want the company to revolve specifically around one person and build up a superstar that's going to be bigger than the company. If you're bigger than the company, you don't need the company needs you. And that's, the problem that WWE has constantly found themselves in. This is their solution. Their solution is don't make anyone ever that freaking huge. Because if they leave, you can just slot someone else in their spot. It makes sense from a sustainability standpoint, but there's no super giant megastar crossover appeal now. If you don't have, you ask someone, a wrestler, they're going to say Hulk Hogan or Stone Cold. They're still going to just name those people that were super megastars. And, but yeah, that's it. Wouldn't be surprised if he is in the hospital. Drew nearly dies. He looks quite fine. I mean, I know adrenaline is a thing, but honestly, it was 3 to 4 bumps. His side is probably just hurting. His leg didn't go underneath him. His arm didn't go underneath him. He didn't fall on his head or his neck. It's not that bad of a bump, all things considered. It could have been worse. And I do miss the days when you could see Goldberg just lift up the Giant. I'm using WCW name here, but the Big Show, just one-hand him basically. It's like that is the days of that Goldberg are over. Honestly, I'm surprised they still have him go for the jackhammer. I thought they would have just had him do the spear as a finish. But yeah. Oh, okay, now that they're doing a championship. Oh, God, the U.S. title belt. Goldberg wrestles, I wear a funeral suit forever. The sadness of I'm sure that, here's the thing about wrestling. I'm sure everyone goes and says, okay, here's what we're going to do, so on and so forth. It's about, helping your opponent out. It's, what can you do, what can you not do? Everyone that goes in the ring with Goldberg knows what he can and cannot do. And they're going to play to his strength, Honestly, you could probably just copy move for move the Goldberg DDP match from, what was that, 98? Halloween Havoc? You could literally copy that exact match, and it would be great, because it's, test of strength, push off. Test of strength, push off. Test of strength, push off. Go outside, stall for the crowd. Come back in, eat a spear, Kick out, Move out of the way or something. Go for a spear, move out of the way, he hits the turnbuckle. He goes for the jackhammer, reverse out of it, hit a move, quick little 2 count, come back in, hit a spear, 1, 2, 3. You could basically do that match, move for move, just never actually hit a jackhammer, and it would work. So yeah, it's just a matter of what it is you do. Okay, so now I'm seeing a woman in a cage. Now, I will fully admit, I do not know most of the women's roster of WWE. I do not know who they are. So here is the test. Here is a test that has also been drilled into my head over and over and over again. Treat every match as if your match is your first. Treat it like someone else, it's someone's first match. Someone's first time to see the show. So, first 30 seconds of the match, tell me who you are. Who is babyface? Who is heel? Establish your character. Obviously, this person, Carmella, has a manager with her, so clearly she is the heel. Because there's no such thing as a babyface manager in WWE anymore. There is no more Paul Ellering. So, yeah. I mean, people may cheer for Paul Heyman, but he's not technically supposed to be a face. And okay, 2 weeks ago, Reginald something other, and oh, okay, we had an intergender match, which appears to be absolutely no one doing any sort of physical contact or move. Oh, okay, bank statement. I'm guessing the no male on female violence rule is still in effect, because I'm looking at what they're showing, and it's showing Sasha Banks beating the crap out of Reginald, and Reginald not getting a single punch in or anything. So, honestly, that would mean an intergender match is just garbage then, in all honesty, because you know what's going to happen. And I know everyone knows what's going to happen. That's kind of the point. But, and Sasha Banks having a promo here. What do we got to say? Come on, give me promo skills here. Her pesky sommelier Reginald. What is a sommelier? Sommelier. I gotta Google this now. Sommelier. What is a sommelier? Sommelier. I have no idea. Okay, no, I don't even know how to spell this. Samoan Islands, American Samoa, Samoan versus American Samoa. What's the difference? Samoa tourism. Okay, I don't know what a sommelier is. I'm not going to bother because I probably can't even pronounce it correct. I can't even spell it correctly. You know, if we switch to a 52-character phonological language, that would eliminate all the problems with that. I believe actually Boeing does that for all their training manuals. It helps everyone with English as a second language, makes them learn English 3 times faster. So, basically, not that anyone, Oh, I should probably get. Oh, that's right. All this talk about stocks and the stock market and all this back and forth war between Reddit and the hedge funds. What is Boeing stock doing right now? Because not many people are taking flights, I'd imagine. Boeing 196.4. Nope, not buying that stock. Not buying one stock over $194. Nope, not doing it. I don't have that kind of money. I am a teacher. I teach people about computers, and I wrestle or will be wrestling when the pandemic is finally over again. So I'm just, weights and treadmill and all that sort of fun stuff at home. Do not have the type of money to just spend $190 some odd dollars on one stock. Okay, women's title match. Got a confession to make here, guys. I generally do not like the women's title matches. I know, I get the appeal. Hey, let's do 700 different moves to prove to the fact that we can wrestle. We're not the divas doing the little slap fights where we can't hit a single thing properly and it ends in 30 seconds. I get it. You don't want to be that era of wrestling. At this point in time, we need to, less is more. At a certain point, it just becomes, I've seen the same match 17 times because every single match, every character hits every single move, and it goes for 45 minutes. And I actually quite like this now. Immediately going for a move, heel slides out of the ring with a little pep talk from their manager. You've just told me. If this was my first match watching you two, you just told me. Who's the babyface? Who's the heel? Babyface out-wrestled the heel. Heel went to the outside. This is pretty good. And now the heel does a float over, but instead of doing a move, pulls the hair. I'm liking this. I'm liking this so far. This is not over the top yet. And, okay, I don't like that slap. I did not like that slap from Sasha. I understand the whole slap, and I get it, make a sound and whatnot, but that was not very. The back row in the nosebleeders didn't see it. I know that there's no nosebleeders and the people all there are screens and whatnot, but it's goddamn super kick. Goddamn super kick. Okay, that was funny, stepping on top of Reginald to do a little splash, but goddamn super kick. If there is a move that's... I want to ban super kicks, suicide dives, and... oh, God, what's another move that's just completely overplayed at this point? Suicide dives, super kicks, and... Canadian Destroyers! Stop doing Canadian Destroyers, everyone! And it's like, honestly, it's, okay, that looked quite good. The elbows in the corner, that looked like she was laying it in. It looked fierce. That was quite nice. I like this. I have not seen much of Carmella, but so far, I'm impressed. Now, of course, when I say this, she's going to probably wind up doing something, that doesn't make any sort of sense, but, so far it's looking good. Oh, okay. And a tarantula, or some sort of tarantula, heel move in the ropes. Yeah, this is working. This is good. And so far they're not doing anything crazy. Sasha's in there selling. Heel is gloating to the fans, I guess, or to Reginald. And Reginald... Okay, that would have been a situation where panning out the camera would have been lovely because we missed Reginald's reaction there. I do think, yeah, they're too zoomed in. They're too zoomed in. Okay, now no, darn it. For a split second, they had a shot of the entire ring and the action where I could track also what was happening around the ring a little bit, just a little bit of the peripherals. That for about half a second, we had a shot that makes wrestling look good. That is the one thing. Whenever there's a new change in whatever's happening in WWE, that is the one thing. More than I mean, of course, there's going to be, it's too zoomed in. Wait till you see the 8K entrance into the Rumble. The 8K? I don't even have an 8K monitor. It's not going to matter to me. I don't even have an 8K TV. I got a Samsung that I've got for oh God, how long have I had that Samsung? Has it been 7 or 8 years now? I got the floor model because it was the last one 7 or 8 years ago. Honestly, Samsung, I trust that brand. Yes, this is the paid. This is the non-paid for Samsung. And how do you land that move? Hold up. Pausing, going back. Pausing, going back. How do you land that move? Can I switch picture in picture? Back 10 seconds. Okay, hold up. Go back to picture in picture. Play. Holy sh! That is... God, you had to have some trust with your opponent on that one. That is the... what do they call that? A Meteora? That is impressive. Honestly, that should be a finisher. I don't care that her finisher is a... That's the other thing. Everyone has a submission finisher now. You do not... Like, the submission finisher makes sense if you're working something. You work the arm, you do an arm bar or something. You work the leg, you do a spinning toe hold or an ankle lock or something. You work in the back, you do a figure 4 or you do something else. Like, everyone just does like, I'm a high flyer, and then I grab a crippler crossface or tequila sunrise or something. It's like, why? Austin Aries, as much as I've heard, I've never actually met the man, but I've heard, as much as I've heard of like how difficult he supposedly is to work with. When he was using the Last Chancery as a finisher, he would work his opponent's neck the entire time. Even his big moves. The drop kick in the corner, he's hitting you in the head. He's working your head and neck. It makes sense for him to then go and do the Last Chancery. That Meteora should be a freaking finish. That was impressive looking. And honestly, as far as dangerous things go, considering I've done blockbusters very, very rarely. I think I've only busted out one in an actual show, but I've done a few in, in training and whatnot, and I can do it safely. For moves like that, with that Meteora and for a blockbuster, their opponent has to bump at the right time. Like, people. Okay, actually, I kind of get what she's doing. She did the Meteora, she just did this knee thing. She is working the head. So it does make sense for her to have like that bank statement thing. But I did a blockbuster once to one person. They didn't bump. They just sort of stood there. Do you know how weird it is when you just bounce off a guy's chest? Because, my head is right here, my hand is right here underneath the guy, bounce off. And you don't continue rotating over the man's shoulder. You bounce, and then you go straight down. And you have to turn quickly to go, oh no, crap, I'm going to land on my head. So that Meteora, if Carmella did not bump at the right time, that would have gone so awkward and so bad in so many different fashions. We're looking at that suicide dive was. I'm glad Carmella is okay. Don't replay it. I will say, as far as suicide dives go, it does look so much better when you're actually, zooming through it like that. That looked like you were trying to take someone out with you. Problem is, you, face planted right on the outside. But as far as suicide dives go, that actually looked like a move that would hurt. Instead of the running push and land on my feet. So far, outside of that right there, I'd say Darby Allin is really the only one that does suicide dives in a way that looks like it has an effect. As far as modern wrestling that I see. And that's also the odd chance where I'm actually watching AEW because, much like all modern wrestling, I just, frog splash, knees up. Just like all modern wrestling, I hate to be the negative Nancy, hate to be Jim Cornette here, but I really just do hate how every match goes 20-some-odd minutes. And too zoomed in, wait, do you see the 8K entrance? Seriously, wait for it, it's so weird. Okay, I'll definitely wait for this 8K entrance. What? Wait, the 8K intro to the Rumble. What is the 8K? Would I even be able to see it? I'm running a Mac with 4 gigs of RAM. Would I honestly even be able to see the 8K in this viewer? 8K, jeez, for freaking sake, you would have to have a 55-incher and be this close at least to be able to see it. And this is not a 55-inch screen that I'm looking at right here. Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay. Someone tell Carmella to stop with the super kicks. First off, they're all super kicks to the gut. They're low super kicks. And also, I'm seeing the leg slap. Okay? Funny story here. Funny story. Well, actually, I guess it's kind of only funny if you're in the business. Yeah, still interesting story, I guess, at least. That was a nice reversal into a bank statement. But no, tap out, okay. That was a quick little finish. Didn't seem to, yeah. Okay, Sasha Banks wins. But anyway, we always did birthday parties before shows. You know, kids would pay, parents would pay for the birthday party. The kids would get to come into the ring, do a little, warm up. They'd run the ropes. And then it would be the beat up Disco Dave time. Okay, it would be the, hey, let's just have, heavyweight Sean Royal and whatnot. Give him a couple suplexes, showcase a few moves, and then the kids would start to do stuff too. And of course, kids are ruthless. They don't know how to work. So immediately the kids would run up and punch you in the balls. Okay, I got used to getting punched in the balls by little kids. Okay, as far as before every single show of Right Coast Pro Wrestling. But one kid did a super kick. And he did the leg slap. And I just look over, and there's just Sean Royal going. And he just looks at me and goes, did he do the leg slap? And I just said, yeah, he did the leg slap. And he just turns back at me and goes, wrestling is dead. Wrestling is dead. We have failed as wrestlers. It's dead. They're just so funny because the kids are doing the leg slap. They know that's what makes the sound. These 6-year-olds are doing the fucking leg slap. It was so fucking hilarious. I love it. It's so basically for anyone that's doing a super kick, make the sound a different way. Okay, there's plenty of different ways to get that sound. Don't do the leg slap. Everyone sees it. But back to the point. Also, when you're doing a super kick, you want the full extension. That's the pretty poetry picture thing. It's too close every single time. Okay, so now there's a commercial of some guy in like Roman armor, and there's a goat. Also, that's not what Roman armor would actually look like. It would have been one formed plate. But yeah, okay. Oh, hey, got Xavier and Big E now. And, the Intercontinental title belt, okay. First and foremost, I think there's too many titles in WWE. But, oh, hi, I got a new person joining. Yay, how's it going over there? I just don't like the way the Intercontinental title looks right now. That's just me, personal preference. Honestly, I don't think I like any of the way the belts look. Like, I'm a fan of the big gold belt, I like the big gold belt. And I like the old school Intercontinental title with the white strap as well. And honestly, I actually like, remember in TNA, the Legends belt. So the one with the red strap, I like that too. That was quite nice. It had a little crown on it. It was a nice looking belt. I really do like those ornate belts. Also, of course, obviously product placing here of Right Coast Pro Wrestling. I like the Right Coast Pro Heavyweight Championship belt as well. That's a really nice looking belt. I believe, not high, crap, what is the top rope belts? Oh, hi, Gremlin! Hi, what you doing, boy? Come here, Gremlin! Come here! No, don't pay attention to the cat. Come here. How'd you get up here? Okay, there was a scream. Kofi Kingston is here. Gremlin, away from... Okay, he's going to eat the cat food. He's going to eat the cat food. Of course he will. I see Mommy has let you out of your pen. Don't worry, Boo. I will. Once he's done, I will give you more cat food. Live video, everyone. Okay, so New Day is still doing their New Day thing. Actually, I think they're split up now, right? Big E is on a different day. Oh, good. They're giving Big E a push. I know everyone kind of says, they've always wanted Big E to have a push, but, eventually. Yep, okay, I will say this. No matter how corny New Day gets with their promos, you still believe that it's them. It's their personality. They're the type of people that would do that. It is very difficult to get that sort of stuff going through. Okay, we got an actual Royal Rumble coming up. Is this the 8K? Is this the 8K cam? It's that's horrible and blurred. Is this what I'm watching? The horrible and blurredness right now? Right now, I don't see anything horrible blurred. Wait, what? There's actually oh god, there's actual song here. One moment, one moment. Okay, first off, pausing. Why does this guy have three Princess Leia buns in his hair? And shades and a gold chain, and apparently they're singing a song. Let me just scrub through this on mute because I really don't want to be VODed. Forward, 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 forward. There's Booker T in his GI Bro uniform. Forward, forward, forward. Is there going to be an angle that actually happens? No, does not appear to be. Okay, so that was a pointless segment for a song. Gotcha. Okay, and it's only the men's. Only the men's that Rumble has the has this. You know, y'all done eating the cat's food, Gremlin? Okay, no. One moment, I gotta stop Gremlin from messing stuff up. Come on, boy. Come on. Come on. Say hello to the two people watching on the internet, Gremlin. So, you're going to go back downstairs with Mommy, and I'm going to continue doing my thing. Okay. Okay, sorry about that. 2 matches down, and 2 matches down, and so far the show's been quite good. I like it. It's kind of weird saying that. Anyway, volume back on. And it's weird saying that specifically because it's one of like the unwritten rules, you know? You how do I put this? You say, you know, if you say like you're a fan of someone, congratulations, now that person is above you. And now you're, you know, the mud show guy. You're the guy that's not really there, and you're putting this other guy over, which is quite a weird concept, you know. So because wrestling is this sort of bizarre hodgepodge of collectivism and individualism when you really break it down to its individual components. Because you're working with another person to, you know, utilize both your strengths, minimize your weaknesses, and to put on a good show. It won't work without you cooperating. But then you always have to be on the lookout for yourself at the same time. It's like, you know, you got to make sure that you don't, you know, get buried in this match. You know, even if you put the other guy over, you got to keep your heat, so on and so forth. There's all this stuff about protecting yourself. And it's one of those weird things where it's like, you know, don't ever let yourself get seen front row at a pay-per-view watching someone else's promotion. Because now then someone gets to go and say, hey, your wrestler was watching my promotion, so on and so forth. I mean, if you're 40 rows back and, you know, at Mania, well, you're going to get lost in the crowd. But, you know, general rule of thumb is don't ever, you know, admit that you're a fan of so-and-so or say you like someone else or blah, 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 and everything like that, because it's going to hurt you. But if it hurts you, you know, yet at the same time, it's always a matter of like, you know, don't be selfish. What are you doing? You can't be selfish in the ring. Don't steal this person's spot. Don't do this. Don't do that. It's just this very bizarre hodgepodge of collectivism and individualism. And it's a bizarre thing to work around at times. And okay, yeah, this is 13 people, 13 people. Okay, they're going over the stats. I do like that they have stats for this, show. And uh, a yellow Aslation called Honey, couldn't live without her. Oh, that's nice. But yeah, it's always interesting whenever it comes down to stats in wrestling. And I kind of have the same problem that I have with stats in sports, where at a certain point they just start making up things that are just so specific, where it's like the only reason you know that stat is because you made it up today. You'll watch this where it's like it's like football or whatnot, where it's like, hey, this is the last time that someone, when they were down 3 points at a temperature of 32 degrees at this field, and it was this match in the playoffs, was back in 1932, and it's like, how often does that specific temperature at this stadium, at this date and time, and at this many points down? How many times does that actually happen ever? It just makes it to a point where every single football game, there's this is the first time since whatever. It's a new stat that they just make up every single time. And it's got to be someone's job. There's got to be a whole team of people specifically looking through a bunch of stats every single game to try and find out where they can say, this is the first time since so-and-so. And it does get mildly annoying and irritating. Then again, football is also annoying and irritating to watch because it's a 1 hour game and it lasts for 7. Hi, we just had one play. Go to commercial. Okay, we're back from commercial. One play, go to commercial. One play, go to commercial. Play the game. Play the damn game. I don't even know who's in the current Super Bowl or anything like that. I just know my dad's a Packers fan, and apparently there were some really terrible ref calls. So obviously it's not the Packers. Okay, they're going over the rules of the Royal. Do you really need to go? I guess you do have to go over the rules of the Royal Rumble, just in case it's going to be someone's first time viewing it. They'll receive a championship match to WrestleMania. Are they still doing the whole choosing thing, or are they doing the whatever your brand is, that's what you get? Okay, Bayley. Bayley's coming out first. I know they did this thing of like they were going to explain who. Okay, computer froze there for a moment. I know they're doing this thing where they have and you're from the UK, so you don't have that issue. Yeah, no, you have rugby instead. You have the much more, I don't know, I guess the much more consistent sport as far as movement. There's always movement happening. Yeah, you can choose, dude. Okay, you can choose. But yeah, I know they do this thing where they had like they debuted they said who was going to be number 30 in this, I think, or who was number 1 and 2 or something or other. Okay, she just said that she has Michael Cole in the back of her hair, but I don't see it because the hair is actually covering up everything but the bottom fourth of the letters. So we have a gimmick that no one can see. Okay, but whatever. So yeah, you're from the UK. Yeah, I like your sports better, honestly. Everyone likes soccer. I'm American, so I'm saying soccer. But football, yeah, everyone likes football. It's, 90 minutes nonstop, basically. 2 45-minute halves. There is no commercial break. You don't just get a break in soccer. I mean, sure, there's 10 seconds when the ball goes out of bounds, or, maybe there's an injury, but that you can't guarantee that. And, I do like the AR intros. I will say I like the AR intros. I have not actually seen much of cricket yet, but from what I've seen, it seems interesting enough. But then again, there's also apparently cricket can last for 7 days straight for whatever reason. So I have no idea I don't know how cricket works. Insert Casey Jones clip facing Raphael from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie going, you got to know what a crumpet is to understand cricket. Yeah, there's only one ad break at the halftime. You see the dull moments, but I prefer 56. Yeah, but I prefer to 56 adverts every 5 minutes. Yeah, I have no idea how much of a delay this is in the chat, so I don't know how much our conversations are actually going through here. But yeah, we don't even know how quick it works. Well, I will say I've been watching some snooker online. That is interesting. I like how it's just like, oh, okay, so you can have a maximum number of points, and apparently this one guy just purposely misses whenever he gets maximum number of points just to like be funny or whatever. It's like that's kind of clever, but just like the back and forth between the judge and the players, it's kind of funny to listen to. It's kind of has that sort of appeal of like a shuffle, like a curling, where like you hear the people sweeping the brooms and they're cursing back and forth. And it's like, wow, for essentially shuffleboard on ice, these people swear like sailors. It's great. Okay. So anyway, I should probably be commentating on the match or just saying what's happening here. So far, it's Naomi versus Bayley. And I guess I should probably just put this in right here. Okay, first off, by God, are those boots going to be lighting up the entire time? One rule of thumb, you do not want to have people looking at your feet the entire time. Just as a rule of thumb, you sell with your face. You sell with your upper body. That has been drilled into my brain. You get hit with a punch, you move your hips, you can bend down, you can do all sorts of things. But if you start going stutter, 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 making all these big, loud noises with your feet, it's going to detract from everything else. Because, it's the same thing with running the ropes. You run the ropes, you're not stomping on the, you're gliding across it. You don't want to be bump, 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 bump. Because then what happens when you take a bump? Boom. Well, the bump doesn't sound impressive anymore. So right now I'm looking at Naomi's feet, and it's just like, okay, I'm not paying attention to her face. So that's immediately where my mind went. The other thing that I'm seeing is right now the only person with a last name is Bianca Belair, who's coming out. So it's just the name test. The name test. It doesn't. There's very rarely chances where a one name I think passes the name test. Could you say World Heavyweight Champion Steve? It doesn't work. It has to be Steve Austin. Or even better, Stone Cold Steve Austin. Can you say World Heavyweight Champion Hogan? Actually, Hogan does work. Hogan fits that. It's easier with last names. And, one-word names that are like, Sting, Edge, Hawk, Animal, that sort of stuff. It will work with one-name names every now and then. But when it's just a first name, World Heavyweight Champion Bob! Oh, nice little cartwheel spot there. They might have gone one too many. It started to look a little choreographed there, but... Oh, bull. You cannot hold on like that. Legs are more powerful than arms. They always will be. Okay, so, that just... Bayley has always been an amazing run throughout the COVID era of WWE. It's been the most consistent thing you've seen in years. Oh, good for her. Like I said, I don't actually watch the actual... shows day to day, so there's all that. But and here comes Billie Kay wearing I don't know what. That is. Oh God, who does that remind me of? Oh, who was the person in God? What was it? Fall Brawl '96. Minnie Suzuki, or what was her name, with a real frilly dress that fought Aja Kong and Makoto, not Makoto Nagano. That's Ninja Warrior. Okay. That spot only works because of the way the camera was. That little drop down disaster kick. Because why would she be going for a disaster kick right there? The only way it works is that the camera was in such a way that we didn't see her setting up for it. We didn't see her looking back. If this was in a live crowd, everyone would be like, why is she doing that? She's just standing on the ropes, looking back for someone as they run the other way. That spot would not have made sense with a live crowd at a house show. It would not have made sense. But yeah, I will say, I'm good. Glad Bayley has been the most consistent thing during the era for you. I haven't seen much of it, but I do know people who generally say Bayley is one of the really good performers. And now, because someone else has just joined the Rumble, Billie Kay is eliminated. She did not enter the ring before the next entrance. She's eliminated. I know this is WWE and they're not going to pay attention to that rule, but I don't care. This is, she's eliminated. That's the rule. It's like being eliminated by someone who's not in the match. No, that doesn't count. It's like, when they say, oh, it's no disqualification. Well, does that mean I get to have a grenade and blow the person up? Hey, it's no disqualification. If it's a I quit match, boom, you've been shot in the head. And the referee's going to go there going, what can I do? He hasn't quit. He hasn't said anything. He's dead. He can't do anything. The match continues. It's like there's got to be a point where you just go, no. The heel turn has actually given her character a backbone. It's great stuff. Her, Bayley, Drew, and heel Roman and Randy Orton have carried the company. Okay. Nice. I don't see necessarily a name there that I would say is bad or anything. I mean, actually, to make it into WWE, you have to be really good anyway, for the most part. You'd be surprised how many jobbers there are in WWE that are like collegiate champions and hella workers. There was but yeah, the one thing I'd say though is Drew. There was just something about Drew that I was going on about this earlier. I don't know what it is, but there's just something where I don't believe him in his spot. Maybe it's because we know the Universal title is like the actual title they care about. Maybe it's about something. Maybe it's something else about, I don't know. Maybe it's just the storylines. But there's just something where I go like, I don't feel like he is on like the Roman Reigns level at this point, position-wise. I know they want him to be, but okay, that was interesting. So I guess we're doing the storyline where Billie Kay is not getting in the ring until like the final two. But Shayna Baszler. Shayna Baszler is my idea of a women's wrestler. Basically, she looks like she'll kick your ass. All this time, like there's no like, I'm sure everyone on the company has makeup on because, the lights, the cameras, you got to specifically look a certain way because if you're not in makeup, you're going to look ghastly white. I get it. Everyone in the ring is wearing makeup, even Shayna Baszler. But she doesn't look like it. She doesn't look like you have some sort of like model that just came out to the ring and is going to do some gymnastics. She looks like a fighter, and I like that. I liked her. I liked Ronda. I liked Charlotte. Charlotte has that look too. She doesn't look like your typical female wrestler. And then also, okay, Toni Storm's making her way out now, and you know what? Toni Storm doesn't look like your typical female wrestler either. And also Becky Lynch. Neither did Becky Lynch, especially with the broken nose. Becky Lynch with the broken nose really looked like with the blood coming down. It was like, yeah, that's a wrestler. So yeah, I will say, and that's also so I do like that sort of like design where it's like, no, these are people that are going to kick your ass. They're going to kill you, They're not pretty little dolls. And I understand you have one person who probably has the gimmick of pretty little doll, but for the most part, you don't. I would like it to look more real, more gritty, more. This person came out of like the streets fighting. That's why they're here. And okay, I understand what you mean. He sort of came out of nowhere. We all thought he was talented, but they shoehorned him into the main event due to Brock not wanting to come back. He's already dropped the belt to Randy at Hell in a Cell and want it back, so they don't have confidence in him yet. Yeah, that's just WWE booking. The days of, Hulk Hogan winning a third title being unheard of is, that's over. They've got so many hours to fill. You can't have a guy be a champion for 4 years straight. So that's just a matter of just the time it is, To fix that, you would have to go back to one show a week. They're not ever going to do that. They're going to lose all their money in advertisers. And now we have Jillian. Okay, gimmick being terrible singer. I thought Jillian Hall was a commentator or a backstage interviewer. Did she ever wrestle a match? Okay. Billy. Okay, we're doing. Okay. Billy and Jilly. I'm sure this would have made more sense had I watched the show. I'm sure that would have made sense. Even NXT is becoming bloated with this, though. They aren't pushing the amazing talent they are sitting on like they used to. Well, NXT is no longer developmental. NXT is essentially a third brand on television, and it's... As someone that does a cartwheel elbow, no. No. You do the cartwheel, but then you gotta jump. You gotta jump, because what happens when you do the cartwheel elbow is you're falling from this high of space with the normal jumping elbow. You're falling from this high of a space. You do the cartwheel, plant yourself, and then you jump jump straight up, straight down. Doing the cartwheel and falling into the elbow, it just makes it look less impactful. Okay, Ruby Riott. Ruby Riott is another one that I would definitely say does not look like a typical, wrestler, like a typical diva. Now, with all those tattoos, it's going to be impossible to, make her look like the typical diva. But, oh, wow, she's actually much smaller than everyone else in the ring. I never noticed that before. Okay, so I guess, yeah, at that point, if you're not going to be, the wily heel that goes away, you got to be the underdog. You got to be the underdog, just from a size perspective. But Ruby Riott definitely is someone I would say I would trust. Okay, that was the world's slowest punch, Ruby, but okay. And oh, nice German. Never actually taken a German before. That's one of the moves that I've never taken. There's rules in Delaware. There's no pile drivers. They're banned. The athletic commission's going to fine you. And I just never took a German. I've never taken a German suplex. But yeah, I know it isn't developmental anymore, but some of those guys are rotting down in modern NXT. Gargano needs the main event push, missed the chances, same as Ciampa. Well, Ciampa, I don't know how much Ciampa's body's going to hold out. There are certain people, like Desmond Wolfe. Oh, sorry, Nigel McGuinness. I was using the TNA name. At a certain point, your body just falls apart. You ever hear the phrase bump card? Everyone's got so many bumps in them. And if you're going to wrestle, 300 days a year in the modern WWE schedule, your body's going to fall apart. So, Ciampa's, I'm not sure his neck is going to hold up if he were to do that. Gargano's going to fall into the problem of he's in WWE, the land of the giants, and he's small. I mean, I'm legit 6 feet tall. I'm probably going to be the smallest person in the ring if I were to step into a WWE ring. Okay, I'm legit 6 feet tall, 236 pounds. I'm going to probably look like a dwarf in the ring against, Randy Orton, who's like legit 6'5" or whatever. Yeah, like Desmond Wolfe. Nigel came way too late. Would have been a mainstream legend. Yeah, that's the thing with wrestling. There's this buffer period. There's a 5-year period where someone can come in and they can get really super over. But if you're out of that window, it's not happening. So if it's you're either too early or too late. It's luck. It's really freaking luck. Ooh. Okay, can we talk a little bit about getting eliminated from a Royal Rumble? I don't care if you don't go over the top rope. You touch the ground, you're out. Like, it's gotten a little too hokey of like, oh, now there's a pancake on the floor. I stepped on the pancakes. So, no, like, you're out, dude. You're out. Like, so if I were to fall, take a flat back bump on the mat, but my feet were in the air, I'm not eliminated? No, I'm out. You don't get to go and say, like, oh, my feet are in the air, let me just shuffle my butt over and use my hands and just get to the steps. No, that's stupid. You're out. You're done. You're gone. I mean, if you want to keep the over-the-top rope part, fine, keep the over-the-top rope part, but, you're out. It's like, and the same thing, it's like, oh, well, if it's anything goes and you can be eliminated by anyone, well then, what's stopping, Retribution or just some band of like, say Aces and Eights, what's stopping Aces and Eights from having their one member in there and then, hi, here's the 30 other members of this biker gang, and whenever someone comes in, all 30 members of the bikers just toss that guy over. So it's like, what's stopping them? What is stopping them? I see someone jumped in and then jumped out. They're probably going, oh wait, is this the entire pay-per-view for free? No, it's me talking over it while I'm watching it. But yeah, so it's just like, at some point you got to have a bound of reason. But yeah, my left ass cheek landed on the floor with one half of my feet touched the floor, so I'm not out. Yeah, it's stupid. Santana Garrett, I have no idea who this is. So Santana Garrett's coming down to the ring now. Okay, and okay, forearm. I'm assuming this is someone from NXT because I don't watch NXT. Actually, I don't really watch any of the weekly shows. Okay, back handspring. I feel like I've seen like 3 back handsprings in this match already, but, everyone does a super kick. I guess everyone can do a back handspring. Okay, Ruby Riott over the top, holding on. Boop, 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 boop. Has there only been one elimination thus far? I think there's only been one elimination thus far. And Bianca Belair holding on. Well, she's been in there since, yeah, there's been a few people that have been here from like part 2 and part 3, like entrances. Really weak women's roster means half their Rumble is NXT stars. Yeah, I'm noticing that. Really, to do a 30-person Rumble, I imagine you'd have to have, in theory, considering, you got, tag titles and singles titles and whatnot, just the general thought, you need to have at least 80 people on your roster, I'd imagine. I don't think they have 80 women. I don't think they do. But, that move, okay. I'm seeing, not Ruby Riott. I'm not sure who this is because I missed their name, but clearly part of the Riott squad. Ooh, I like that double kick, the super kick into the oh god, I'm blanking on the name of the move here, and I should know this. I'm actually oh, well, never mind because I just saw a terrifying Samoan drop. I don't like the way WWE has people do Samoa drops. They have both their arms out to the side, hanging out there. It's like, you're going to break your arm. You're going to break your arm. If you don't rotate all the way, you're going to break your arm. I was always taught, hold on like a crucifix. Always hold on like a crucifix. Hold on the entire way. When you bump, then let go. That's the way I was taught. Crucifix, that's what I was saying. A super kick into the crucifix bomb. Oh, I guess technically a crucifix bomb would be a razor's edge, but you know what I mean. It'll get to the point where Bayley will come out with a mustache and say she's a different wrestler. Yeah. They probably should just do 20-person Rumbles for the women. Rhea Ripley. Another person that has a unique look to them. I notice I'm saying everyone that has like a grunge or a metal look has a unique look, but these people at least look like fighters. Like, I don't know anything about Santana Garrett, but already Santana Garrett has gone whoop out of my memory, basically. It was as opposed to, like some of the other people in this match. Same with, like, now, of course, it's WWE, so even the people with, that look super serious are all have, like, these nice, pristine sort of, like, outfits, as opposed to just simply a singlet or simply a pair of trunks or whatever. But yeah, it's it is what it is. It's not bad. I think that's the second person eliminated. Okay, so I guess they're giving Rhea Ripley the big giant eliminate a bunch of people spot. There's about 4 people that always get over with a Rumble. That seems, there's the person that goes and eliminates a bunch of people but never wins. There's the person that actually wins. There's a person that's in second place. And then there's the person that, has the amazing save that never wins. It's like, oh, that was a nice spot with the choke. I like that. That was, Shayna Baszler choking out Tara and having her drop down. First saw that spot, or something similar to that spot, with Hiroki Goto versus, what's his name? The ugly guy. The ugly guy that, legit MMA. Suzuki. Minoru Suzuki versus Hiroki Goto. Loved that spot. That's actually the great area of New Japan, is like that mid-card. That mid-card where they have like 10-minute matches. That is great. Because, you don't have your 70-minute matches where we just hit everything and no sell it. You don't have the here's 10 guys in a tag match where is there a storyline? No. That middle part, that middle 2 hours of a Wrestle Kingdom with a 6-hour show, that middle 2 hours, that's where you get the really good stuff. Or at least the stuff that appeals to me. But yeah, here comes Charlotte, and Charlotte looks very pissed off. I guess they just said that they lost the tag titles or something. I guess I didn't watch the pre-show. I don't know what happened. You'd think it'd make more sense if they make the women's title each year, then they have NXT superstars coming up would be justified. If they make the Rumble for the title, how the hell is the champion going to retain? There's no way. It's like, hey, let's have the title up for, no. That I wouldn't even put the 24/7 title in the Rumble. No, it doesn't make sense. There's no, especially if you have a heel champion, you're making the heel champion impossible to win. You make the heel champion the super baby face because there's 29 against 1. And that was a nice little slide out. I may have spoke too soon. What? What happens? Actually, don't spoil it. Don't spoil it. But that was a nice little slide out, power bomb ending. That was. I'm noticing as far as eliminations go, it's not the same eliminations. It's not, oh, look, I'm on the apron forearm. I feel like one of the women's Rumbles a few years back had the same elimination like 18 times. And it was just like, oh my fucking God, will someone come up with another elimination? So yes, that was actually quite a nice elimination there. Everyone's been eliminated differently. It's very good thus far. Don't know who this person is. Dana Brooke. Okay. Here we go. Do option C before the women's Rumble. Oh, okay. So option C, you can give up your so you can give up your title to get. So I guess the NXT champion could give up their title to enter the Rumble, and okay, back handspring into no one. Clearly that was supposed to be a connection, so she just kicked him. Now back handspring, and now a spinning neck breaker of sorts. Okay. But yeah. Okay, I've seen like 3 different back handsprings now. I don't know if anyone backstage is watching the match or anything, but I think at some point someone has to now go and say, well, we were going to do a back handspring spot. Let's change it. Give them like entry 30 for the cash-in. Okay, that would make sense. Entrance 30 for the cash-in. That makes sense to me. That would be a good thing. Although once again, that screws over Survivor Series. Survivor Series needs to mean something besides just, the brand supremacy, which doesn't mean anything. It doesn't matter. It never plays into any storylines. I guess whoever wins whoever wins Survivor Series, they get to pick. All their guys get through number 20 through 30 or something. I don't know. They get preferable treatment in the Rumble, so that it matters. The storyline goes into the next big show. There's still the Survivor Series problem. They need to make some Survivor Series mean something, which is, honestly, I would love it if they just go back to only 6 pay-per-views a year. You got Survivor Series, SummerSlam, WrestleMania. Crap, what am I missing? King of the Ring, Royal Rumble, obviously, and then a 6th one that's interchangeable. There's the 6th show, whatever you want to call it. That could be so that this way, instead, you don't have a Hell in a Cell match when it doesn't really need a Hell in a Cell. You can bring out Hell in a Cell one year. You can bring out Elimination Chamber one year. It can be interchangeable. It doesn't have to be, oh, it's October, time for Hell in a Cell, whether we need to or not. Okay, we've got a head scissors. This is going to be a power bomb off the side of the ring. They're going to go right onto the floor, safe, nice and easy. And, oh, fuck! That would have been safer if you just flat back bumped onto the floor. That was not on the floor. That was on the apron. More specifically, the corner of the apron. Yeah, pay-per-view gimmicks are kind of okay. Yeah, it's what it is. Hello, person that just jumped in. Watching the pay-per-view, giving commentary, hopefully trying not to get VODed. And now Ric Flair is coming out? Okay, hi Ric Flair. Woo, why were you not with your daughter? Oh, okay. I guess they're doing up. Okay, so Lacey Evans is kind of... I guess Ric Flair likes Lacey Evans more than his own daughter. Okay, so that's how the storyline's going. I guess Lacey Evans is a gold digger, or just trying to mess with gold digger, as if Ric Flair still has money. Oh well, I guess so. Okay, so that's the storyline. That's what's going on here. Okay, I got it. Once again, 2 seconds in, I got it. Oh, that's funny. I wonder how they got that robe back there. Obviously, there's someone gophering the stuff back. You put an article of clothing down, someone runs it back. But, still, that's kind of funny. Really, she got the same robe. Okay, everything slows down for a bit for this moment. Nice camera work from the behind shot. Why would you turn your back? Why would you turn your back? Good God, why would you turn your back? This is exactly what you think would happen. You get attacked from behind, you get destroyed. That's another thing that's been drilled into me. You don't ever do a spot where it's like, okay, pick someone up, I'm going to look at you, turn around, and run to hit the ropes. Because why should someone not just immediately grab your hair, pull you down? Yeah, that's exactly what would happen. You get attacked from behind, you get destroyed. Yeah, that's. I think they should throw pay-per-view gimmicks. Oh yeah, I'm just saying. Ooh. Okay, now these eliminations are getting dangerous. I'm hoping she was flexible because she got caught, didn't have both her legs go down at the same time. But yeah, I'm not saying I understand they should throw away the gimmick pay-per-views. Yes, I agree. Having them every year is stupid. But having it, we just missed Bayley's elimination. But having them, if it's just on a rotation sort of thing, you can only bring it back whenever, it actually fits. So it's not forced. It's, you can still name the pay-per-view Hell in a Cell. You can still name the pay-per-view Elimination Chamber. But now there's at least a storyline reason instead of, oh, hi, it's this time of year, let's bring it back out. Because the only one that kind of gets away with that is Royal Rumble. Also, that could get rid of TLC and Money in the Bank at least as well. Money in the Bank gimmick has just become overblown in my opinion. It's become too commonplace. It's not shocking anymore. Problem of not having the camera so zoomed in, you miss eliminations. Okay, so now Mickie James is back, I guess, and Ric Flair chops. The only person who can get away with that is someone related to Ric Flair. Because what they do when they chop, they go woo. So what happens when they go woo? They're going, woo, Ric Flair, woo! Are you Ric Flair? No. So congratulations, you're making the crowd think of someone else other than you. So that's, how's everything been going, Dave? It's been going all right. Doing all right, snowed in right now. Guess I'll rephrase what's been happening here. Had a birthday party yesterday. Not mine, but so I completely missed the pay-per-view. So I'm just figured, you know what? Might as well watch it. Just talk through it while I'm watching it. Kind of, mimic the whole, hey, all us guys getting together, shitting on a pay-per-view. Although honestly, I haven't been shitting on this too much. I've actually been quite complimentary. Actually, quite like this show thus far. There's about there's clearly a lot of people in this Women Rumble who I don't know much about and are just here for one-off appearances, though. They really should just limit the Women's Rumble to 20 for the time being until they have like 80 more women to go through, which, will take a few years. Found out from Proton John that you finally got that wrestling career up and going a few years back. Oh, yeah! Oh, yeah, Proton John! Oh, God! Yeah, that's because I did the comment and I had the link in there to showcase it, yeah. So yeah, I got the Proton John audience a couple of times for that. I've actually utilized his clout a few times with my master's class final thesis, where had to have a poll and they had everyone go up and survey, the whole qualitative versus quantitative stuff. I chose quantitative because you could actually, never thought you'd have the disco gimmick. Oh yeah, I got the disco gimmick. The disco gimmick is one moment. Pause in this. I've actually got two gimmicks. Let me bring this shit out. Fuck. Where is the... Oh, I don't have the disco gimmick in here. Where's the disco gimmick? I couldn't have misplaced that. Where the fuck is it? Okay, so I have misplaced my disco gimmick. I've got the white boots down there for the gimmick, but I don't have the outfit ready and handy. But I do have, there's me in the disco gimmick, giving a twisting neck breaker. So yay, there's the disco gimmick. But with that being said, I also have, now obviously this is the other gimmick. Now, probably laughing at going, well, what the hell is the other gimmick? It's like jeans and a t-shirt. Yeah, well, it kind of fits because it's Disco's evil twin brother, Grungy Gary, the heel gimmick. So, and of course, spoilers, I'll also play a third gimmick every now and then under a mask because, you got, 10 people. Sometimes it takes time to, get some guys out there and, every now and then, so I might be an evil luchador that when we need an evil luchador team to fill a place or something or so on, or a druid and get chokeslammed by Gene Snitsky, that sort of thing. Yeah. Never thought you'd get it for a second there. I thought it was you were doing the neckbreaker too. Been watching too much Dragon Gate recently. Because small promotion, I understand. Yeah. Yeah. Although we actually do a little, hi, David's talking on this side, and then, Gary's talking on this side, and, the lines never cross over, so I can be in the same place at the same time. And see, we're just twins. Although I think everyone gets it. Like, the crowd's nice. They'll play along and go and say, that's that. I mean, I think Chikara had someone playing up to 5 gimmicks on the same night. Oh, God, I can't imagine that. That would be overkill. Especially when Chikara with the freaking lucha style. So, which means you have to remember so much. It's like, okay, tilt the world head scissors into this, into that, into that, into that. And it's like, guys, you've lost me. Guys, you've already lost me. I've had... Okay, I see why Eric said I spoke too soon. Here comes R-Truth with the 24/7 title. And now here comes other people coming for the 24/7. Yeah, a lot of them can pull it off at least. Yeah, I'm sure. It's have a lot of cardio for that. You have to have a lot of cardio. Me, I'm just in the situation where it's like, you want me to do this, that, the other thing, and it's like, guys, I'm already lost. I'm looking at like where I need to be because we've been, it's game over from here. It's game over from you. Telling me are you telling me the show goes downhill from here? That it just goes. That's what you're telling me, Eric. That's what you're saying. It's gonna just go downhill from here. Oh boy, I might not be too complimentary now if this is what you're saying, but yeah, no, it's been nice so far. No, it's just a matter of like I hate just the Rumble. Oh, okay, so the Rumble goes downhill from here. Okay, well, if one match goes downhill, I mean, so far we're at like 22 out of 30 participants. So far 2/3 of the match have been good. Yeah, I just wish you could have kept up with training after a few incidents I had training back in 03. Well, you can always continue. I mean, look, like, you can work around any injury you have, man. It's, just, okay, if someone says, hey, can we do this? It's okay to say no. You can just tell them no. Like, I've learned now, if anyone says, hey, I want to do a rock bottom into a backstabber combo, the answer is no. You're at 40, so what? It's indie wrestling. You know what? You are at 40, congratulations. You walk and punch, other people bump around you. Yeah, as long as you get a gimmick, that people will react to and cheer for. Crowds will always chant USA, USA, USA. Crowds will always go, whoever your opponent is, like say if it's, the man's name is Bobby Grunge or whatever. Bobby sucks. Bobby sucks. They'll always chant that. They're your dinner and a movie. They pay a couple of bucks for a hot dog and a bag of popcorn, and and for the show. That's what it is. You are literally just have the kids out there play fun. Like we've got people, and it's like people who are 40 years old, 45 years old, 48 years old. Doesn't matter. Heck, people in WWE right now are 40-something years old. Oh, it's only amazing having one functioning lug and a few neck-related issues after having a 70-pound chair fall on my head from 5 stacks of work. Oh, jeez. Okay, yeah, so it sounds to me like... Okay, so yes, definitely this is a situation of... What you can be then is you can still be, the manager on the side. You can still be an enforcer. I don't know what your body type is, but you can still just be the person that just... is there. Like we've got someone with MS. His job is he's on the side. He'll help out the heel. Push the rope in further, or if someone comes in, clock him behind the ref's back, or he'll just every now and then the most interaction he'll get is a forearm, and he'll drop off the apron for a big cheer or a pop. At that point, it's just mic skills. At that point, mic skills and interact with the crowd. You can still be part of the show. You can still be part of the show. You can be a manager. You can be, the guy who holds the champion's robes. You're his lackey. So you can be, it does just because you're not going to be taking bumps. You can still, have part of it in. I'm sure there's always a role, even if it's just, if you just to be a commentator or just to be an interviewer or something. I'm sorry about everything that happened to you, but I actually haven't been paying attention to the Rumble lately. I've been just paying attention to the chat. Here comes. Okay, we've got Carmella coming in again. This is another problem of where you have, another 95% of the indies here have just died off. Yeah, they're not going to come back until after COVID. COVID killed the indie scene. Right now, Delaware, I haven't wrestled in about a year. I've got, weights over there. I've got an elliptical, and I've got, yoga DVDs and all the other stuff. I can do push-ups, sit-ups, Indian twists, all that sort of fun stuff. Or, sorry, Russian twists and, all that sort of fun stuff. But it's, actual in a ring, haven't been there in a year, man. It's stay-at-home order as far as Delaware is concerned. Or, sorry, an advisory, which means absolutely no one's taking it seriously. But, no one's actually doing it. But yeah, there is. And, okay, they're going to do the bit where Carmella is caught by, and put back on the ring. We're going to do this about 3 or 4 times until finally someone knocks them both down and they get a big pop. And we're already at 10 again. And, here's the one thing. Even with the piped-in cheers, the counting goes faster than the actual timer. For whatever reason, people cannot count seconds. They can't. They go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. It's like, guys, you've hit 0 and there's still 4 seconds left. What? Okay, first off, that was the best super kick of the night thus far by Tamina, but Reginald just placed her down before taking the super kick. Isn't the spot that they both get knocked down together? Shouldn't that be like the funny thing? Like, it wasn't really his fault, but they're gonna yell at him anyway. But the heel's gonna yell at him anyway. Okay, like that would have done that differently. They both should have fallen and taken a double bump. You just stayed sane watching Dragon Gate, TJPW Stardom, and New Japan for the last 10 months. Yeah, what is TJPW? I've never heard of that one. I give Reggie one thing. He's athletic as hell. Oh, I bet he is. I saw some of the clips in the little thing where he was doing the dives and whatnot. Yeah. Yeah, it's okay. And you know what? This has all been different eliminations so far. I don't think I've seen a repeat elimination. That's going to be hard to do to make it all that. Oh, Tokyo, Joshi Pure. Oh, okay, so Japanese women's wrestling. Gotcha. Sister promotion of DDT. Oh, okay. Japanese women. Comedy wrestling. Gotcha. Oh, bullshit! Bullshit! I was being really. I'm looking at here. Naomi is literally on her back outside the ring, feet up in the air, and they're saying that's not an elimination. Oh God! Like, no, she's eliminated. She's done. I don't care if her feet didn't touch the ground. She's done. Over. Gone. This is an impressive spot, but it should have just been 2 people sliding and they catch themselves somehow like that. No. 40% comedy, 60% serious. Okay. So, honestly, that's, probably most any child-friendly indie as well. You're going to have, the pie in a face match. You're going to have the, loser wears the dunce cap match, stuff like that. Loser gets the diaper put on the match. It's going to be typical family-friendly fun. And Stardom is pretty much NJPW's women's division going forward. Does NJPW have a women's division now? So, okay, now here's the thing where I'm going to get semantics. Where when you have a women's division, if it's not half of the show, it's just an attraction. where it's like, oh, here's the women's division, and there's one match from the women's division. So it's one of those situations where it's like, okay, you're not. It's one of those perception things where it's like, oh, there's one women's match a show. You're not really serious about the women's division. You're just, an attraction. So you don't have like a really high, like upper card, mid card, low card division then. So in that sort of situation, being a separate company or a sister company is probably the better way to go, where you don't have to worry about being viewed as just a specialty attraction. You can be, your own entire thing with your heels, your baby faces, high card, low card, mid card, all that sort of fun stuff. And then and it would probably be taken more seriously that way. And, I go back and forth on that, where I feel on that, or if it would be better just being on the main show, because much like, say, women's soccer or the WNBA, where suddenly they'll just lose half of the viewership just because the audience, doesn't want to see it. And if you want your people on the main show, where there'll be more audience to see it. So, it's six in one hand, half a dozen in the other. It's just WWE has too many titles now to defend already, and they weren't even put on Stardom World, sadly. They had 2 matches of Dark and Wrestle Kingdom last year, but they were blacked out due to TV contracts. Yeah, it's all TV contracts, all that stuff's going to happen. Yeah. Alexa Bliss is in the ring now and doing all this stuff. Oh, and now everyone's attacking. Why is everyone attacking Alexa Bliss? Normally, you would have people attack a bunch of... I imagine the people in the ring, everyone should attack Tamina, because in theory, she's the big one. She's the one that would... Oh, she's aligned with the Fiend. I got it. She's going to do a transformation thing. Okay. And everyone's just standing there and letting her get up and walk to the ropes? Oh, okay. Okay, no, she's getting tipped over. Okay. So what that tells me is there was going to be a transformation, but they can't actually do a transformation live because that would require a costume change and it just wouldn't work. There wouldn't be enough time. So they had to get her out that way. The only way to do that is if they would have pre-recorded the Rumble. Which tells me the gimmick doesn't work when they wind up going back to live audience. Yeah, okay. Yeah. You know that they planned Momo Watanabe, Kaz Okada, and Bea Presley, Will Ospreay match, but, well, Yeah, if we talked about the plans of wrestling and what actually happens, we'd be talking here forever about the 700 different plans of someone talking about, and then it goes, oh, B is pronounced B. Okay. B is how you pronounce it correctly. Okay. And here comes Athena, or Ember Moon, and honestly, I'm glad she's back. I know she had like an injury or something. Yeah, I see the knee brace. Good for her. I will say, all things considered, I've been talking about all things considered, all these people that are like in the ring thus far, we do still have an even mix of people that look like they can kick your ass versus people that just look pretty. I do like that. Mad Max inspired gimmick. Yeah, I could do without the face mask and the thing and the coat, but honestly, when she takes it off, it looks fine. Then again, I'm not gonna talk to anyone's shit about their gimmick. I mean, I come out in a disco singlet, Okay, so we got one left. We got 30. I'm pretty sure they've already announced. Speaking of kicking ass, she almost kicked Naomi's head off. I missed it. It probably was just a snug hit. It probably wasn't. It probably wasn't anything dangerous. I found that with a lot of people that say Botchamania or whatever, and oh, look at that stiff hit or whatever. I look at it and go, no. That wasn't a stiff hit at all. That was perfectly fine and reasonable. That was just snug. That's the way you're supposed to hit it. So So it's just little things like that I notice. Oh, okay, bye Athena. She's gone. I guess, still, little rolls for her just to see how her knee holds up, I guess. Okay, and we got the big combo duo taking people out. Okay, this is gonna be the big sort of like ending storyline, I guess, here. At least you're not the fourth flying Elvis. I actually like the disco gimmick. It actually gets very over with the crowd. Although I do know there's a lot more grungy Gary in me, just as far as my worldview and what it goes through. I mean, it took me a while for everyone to say, because everyone was telling me, like, David, you make a better heel than you do a face. I'm like, really? Really, I do? And it just wasn't until recently where I just started thinking about it, where it's like, I really do. The stuff that I like is like the really nasty looking stuff that looks kind of just like brutal and out of control. Like, if I do a snapmare, I don't want it to be, oh, look clean. I want it to look like, no, I'm going to fall and drive your head down. The stuff I like is a lot more heelish in nature. Maybe one day it could be Richard Cade. Richard Cade was just a gimmick for, like, the videos. Richard Cade's gimmick is, honestly, Richard Cade doesn't work anymore. It doesn't work anymore because right now there's already, like, 3 or 4 different wrestlers out there with video game gimmicks. Like, legitimately, they're characters from a video game. Like, the joke of Richard Cade was, haha, it's arcade, It was a pun. It was a one-note character that I just put up in the videos during the reviews, just to, because everyone, at that time, everyone also had their evil counterpart for the videos. There was, Spoonie had, Spoonie had to, so you'd have to leave the territory to get it over. No. I'm not even talking about in the territory that I'm in. I'm talking on national TV. I'm talking about Kenny Omega literally comes out dressed as Sans from Undertale. It's like I would just literally be copying what I would see on TV. That's what it would be appearing as, like there's a reason why, like, I don't do certain things that I would do with, like, because if I saw it on Raw yesterday, no, it's like, nope. Then everyone's going to go and say, oh, you just copied Raw. So no, you can't do it because then you're just a copycat. And also at the same time, it's like my gimmick is I'm going to talk about video games. We already have a nerd character that's supposed to have, all the hyper nerd knowledge and whatnot. So I'd be stepping on his area as well. So I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to screw over Dex like that. And it's not a matter about being original. What I'm looking at is old is new. That's why I'm looking at all the old NWA stuff and the AWA. There's a lot of stuff that people just don't do anymore that, no one else does. I mean, it's not a matter of, like, changing characters. I mean, like, come on, my heel character might as well just be called Hipster Raven, speaking song lyrics and, hello, hello, hello. All you people watching this show right now, watching this fool with a branded marketing on his hat and branded marketing on his shirt, all you sheep coming here and looking at it, bow down to the paper gods where the world is paper thin. Oh, the fools leading now. Who needs it now, huh? Bleeding from paper cuts, money for headshots. Who needs it? Who needs it? Entertain me. Come on, it's freaking Hipster Raven quoting Duran Duran lyrics right there, But like, nothing is original anymore. That's not what I'm talking about. But I'm just talking about, like, as far as, like, the appeal of the gimmick, Richard Cade would not. It's a one note go. It's a one note thing. It would be I'm popping myself because I could make a reference to, oh, let me just pull something out here. Let me grab a random game here. I'd be making a reference to Fine. I could make a reference to Sanrio World Smash Ball, literally a Hello Kitty tennis game. Okay? Like I could make a reference to that and people go like, oh, ha, ha, ha. All 3 people that get it would get it. But, That's not the point, you know. You can pull up your best Delirious off. And a lava rainbow Jenga pieces, Hulk Hogan. You like the destrucity and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, that's Delirious. You know, that honestly is a gimmick that as far as like comedy gimmicks and like, you know, there's a ceiling for comedy gimmicks, you know. You're never gonna see, you know, you were never gonna see Santino Marella get the world heavyweight title. You know, you never were going to. But as far as like mid-card gimmicks, Delirious was one of those ones that honestly probably could have worked as far as like, you know, the surprise shocker kind of thing, you know, because really his gimmick was just that he talked crazy and would switch languages. There was nothing goofy about the way he worked. Okay, so now what do we got? We got like the final four here. Got very dark and very serious. Yeah, there's a different aspect to his character. Yeah. So here we go. We got ourselves the final four here, I guess, or no, final three. Final three. Did Dana Brooke ever get eliminated? I guess she must have gotten eliminated. I could see them doing something where Charlotte thinks she won, and then Dana Brooke immediately tosses her over. I could see them doing something like that. But here we go. We got Belair, we got Ripley, and we got Charlotte. Okay. Dana got thrown out by Nia. Okay. Nia Jax. Yeah. I sound like I'm back in school where I'm trying to second guess every pronunciation of everyone's names because the English language is stupid and we can pronounce vowels 3 different ways. So yeah. Speaking of which, I got class tomorrow. I got to teach. Gonna go over more computer stuff with them. Basic understanding, and I'm pretty sure we're going to go into 6 thinking hats. I think it's a 6 thinking hats day tomorrow. 6 thinking hats is basically a decision-making process. It's something from, honestly, I'm giving them a little master's class lesson in the middle of a 151 level class, but just a brief overview. And considering I try to learn Spanish and German, I know the pain of guessing guessing pronunciation. Well, German actually, in theory, should be easier because it's a very strict language. It's like Japanese, where there's one way to say it. There is no other way. You know? In theory, German should be easier. Like, you know, I can do a little bit of Japanese. Hajime mashite, dozo yoroshiku, watashi no namae wa David desu tanata wa. You know, kokoba no mite kudasai. I just told you to look at the blackboard, but there is no blackboard here. I also, you know, said, hello, my name is David, so on and so forth. But, you know. And technically, considering it said Hajime Mashite, Dozo Yoroshiku, that would be pleased to meet you for the very first time. And it's a very specific greeting. Instead of, you know, Ohayo gozaimasu or Konnichiwa or Konbanwa. It's different levels of what it is depending on the time. Also, Ohio would work instead of just Ohayo gozaimasu because Ohayo gozaimasu is, you know, more formal and more... you can pick up some Japanese due to New Japan. Yeah. I guess eventually, you know, people that you just live there will eventually pick it up just naturally. I'm surprised that they let Charlotte get out at this point. I thought they were going to do the whole Roman Reigns spot where, you know, Roman Reigns is always in the final 2 just so that, you know, people could like, no, not Roman, and then they would cheer whoever threw Roman out at the very end. So, like, Roman was always number 2 in the Rumble for, like, the very end. I thought they were going to have Charlotte do that because they really like Charlotte. I got to the point where Charlotte had like 7 title reigns in 5 months, and it's just like, oh god, stop popping or like stop doing that. Stop inflating that count just so that you can say she's already a 20-time champion. You know, it got way overkill. So I thought they were going to do a thing where they, you know, did that and go like, no, not Charlotte, no, not Charlotte, no, not Charlotte. It's almost like she knew she was getting thrown out and wanted to deal with Lacey instead. Well, in that case, they should have had a situation like Jake the Snake and Macho Man, where they just jump over the rope and just brawl. Like, no, I don't care about the Rumble. I'm beating you up. That would have been the spot to do then. I mean, kind of, you can argue then, oh, is it the fury of, oh, I don't care, or if you don't want to, you know, be super stupid and literally jump over the top rope to get them, You could, oh, I don't know, that suplex, the suplex spot falling out over the top rope is kind of a little too dangerous, I'd imagine. And there's ways around it, but that's okay. But yeah, I am noticing about 3 different storylines going on here right now, and I do like that. A good Royal Rumble does have multiple storylines being built up throughout it. So, looks like Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley now are literally the last 2, and they're going to have a little match. So yeah, these are the 2. I guess that's good. They're getting pushed then. And okay. Kick and... Ooh, what was that victory roll thing? Going back forward. Okay. Put a patch on it. We're putting a patch on it. Okay. Okay, apparently she was going for Glam Slam. I don't know what a Glam Slam is, but that's okay. Okay. Oh, wow. Torture rack position here. No, you're not doing a burning hammer. Okay. Phew. Okay. I like that. Little reversing, dodging the clotheslines. They're dodge 3 clotheslines. 4th one finally takes someone out. That was a nice finish. I like that. I saw Ripley jump, so I knew she was going over when that happened, but that was a nice little ending sequence. I like that. That was good. That was a good Rumble. And they're going to have a second Rumble. I hope the second Rumble is good too. You were hoping for a bit they'd push Peyton since they're showing zero sign of putting the Iconics back together. They broke out the Iconic. They broke up the Iconics. Why? Rule of thumb, if you're breaking up a tag team, you need to have 2 people with separate gimmicks. You need to have 2 people with separate gimmicks so they can have 2 separate characters and both be single stars then. If you break up a tag team and both people are still, their gimmick is they're pretty, congratulations, you've just done both of them a disservice because they're not going to get... The gimmick was that they're the team. Because Vince. Okay. Now I'll take a because Vince. Because Vince sounds like a valid answer. Because Vince says a lot of things. I just smacked myself in the face with water. Interesting. How that went through my glasses. And they dropped Billy to SmackDown. Okay. Okay, in-ring promo from the person who won. That's a good thing. How do you feel about winning? Don't cry. Please don't cry. Whatever you do, don't cry. Oh, God, it looks like she's going to cry. Because they booked themselves into a corner? Okay. Oh, God, it's the sob story promo. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. They reunited the Riot Squad, then 2 weeks later set up a loser leaves must disband forever against the Iconics. Well, much like retirement matches, that's not going to stick. They're going to find a workaround. No, babyface, no, baby, no, you do not say mom and daddy in a babyface promo, no. Okay. You just killed it for me. I hate this type of promo. It's also a sob story directly from her legit backstory. I knew Bianca prior to her WWE career. Oh, okay. Well, it may be a legit backstory, but WWE has overdone it. They've overdone it. Every single person when they have a babyface promo was like, "I'm happy to be here, and I was living out of a car while I was training to be a wrestler, and this and that, and I was in the street," and it's the same promo every single time. Every single babyface has the sob sad story. It's the boy who cried wolf. That's what it is. So now when it apparently, or whatever, where she has like an actual sad story, my immediate thought was, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. You're just trying to play to my emotions, doing fake crying and fake stuff. So, that's, good for her, though. I mean, obviously good for everyone that's even just in the company. Because, there's, how many millions of wrestlers around the world? There's going to be a select 100 or so that are going to be actually in the Rumble. Oh, she had severe problems with bulimia. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a common issue. That's something that they could do. That's something the audience could relate to. Yeah. Thanks to strict coaches and really bad teammates, she was doing track and field and basketball. Okay. Track and field and basketball. That is quite a workload, double sports. Yeah. Like I said, there's a lot of legit athletes in WWE. Like everyone, like you'd be surprised. Even like the guys who like go out there and lose in 5 seconds. It is literally their, you've got complete, what is the word I'm looking for? Not collegiate, not national champions. What is the word I'm looking for? There's one word that's like 7 syllables long, but I can't remember it. Especially at small school in Tennessee. Yeah. Never actually been in Tennessee. Yeah. Then went to college and it didn't get much better. Yeah, I can't imagine why. There's a lot of very unhealthy things. Like my dad was a collegiate wrestler, and you just like the swing violently going back and forth between weight classes where it's like, we need you to gain 25 pounds, then lose 25 pounds, and do both of these week to week, back to back, just so that we can purposely put you in a different weight class every single time. Yeah, no, it's hell. It's not a good. It's not smart, not good. It's my dad was ranked number 4 in New Jersey, I think. Then blew out his knee, I believe. I believe is what happened right up before the Olympics. Yeah, but the guy that did go on to win the Olympics that year or whatever was the only person he went and said that the only person he feared fighting was my dad, because my dad was the only person that actually okay, we have a backstage segment here with the guy who did his song. Why is he wearing a flak jacket? That's not even a flak jacket. That doesn't even protect his chest at all. That's just like a vest that's designed to look like it's designed to look like a flat jacket, but it only covers his stomach. It doesn't protect his heart or his chest or his lungs or anything. Okay, so the Miz and Morrison are just doing their thing, whatever. But yeah, I was not prepared for college, even though I had a 3.55 GPA. To tell you something about rural high schools in Tennessee. Oh, the GI Bro segment. Okay, so so I guess Booker T's coming back out to this GI Bro gimmick in a moment. Okay, but yeah, no, rural high school in Tennessee. Well, honestly, if it's anything like any other school that I've seen, and I try to drill helps when I speak the English language properly. I try to drill this into my students. It's not about memorization. Memorization will get you so far, and then once you get to something outside your what you've memorized, you're lost. And it's a complete disservice what a lot of public schools and even private schools and charter schools and all that sort of stuff, what they do. It's a complete disservice because they teach you essentially via flashcards. They teach you with memorization. They teach you with, here's what this is. What's 6 times 6, 36, 5 times 5, 25, 12 times 12, 144. Okay, what's, 3 and 1/18 times, 72 and 3/4.
Tell me.
And then
you didn't just say
then people freeze up because that wasn't a flashcard. So this is where, yeah, it's so it's not about memorization. It's about learning. And what if I could teach my students, because I'm generally, when I'm teaching a coding class, and it's the intro class in college, but I'm getting people that have never coded before. So I'm telling them, you're going to learn a new language when it comes to coding, but what you're going to be doing is you're not going to be memorizing. once you learn one language, you learn them all because it's all the same concept. An if statement is an if statement. You might use different words to do it, but it's going to be the same thing. If blank, then blank happens. If blank does not happen, we'll skip this. It's a concept. Same with a loop. This will continue happening over and over and over again until the condition to end it happens. It could be after 2 loops. It could be after 7 loops. It could be infinite. You don't want to make infinite loops, but the point is, once you figure out what it is you want to do with the program and what you see it, then it's just a matter of putting things in the right place. It's not about memorization. It's about just learning structures. So if you can learn how to think like a computer, it's going to do step 1, step 2, step 3 in that order. So it's just a matter of place it where you want it to go. What should happen first? What should happen second? Break it down to step-by-steps. Break it down to yes-no questions. If I do this, will this happen? Yes or no? It's just a matter of, learning structures. If you learn a structure, then you don't ever have to memorize because the structure is the same always. Once you learn how to solve a problem, you can plug in any number or any word in those problems. It's still the same concept. And that's what I'd rather have people do. I'd rather have students that when they leave and they never want to touch C++ again, fine. I don't care about them I don't care about them knowing C++. That's not the point. What I care is that they know how to solve a problem if they need to. Yeah. Most tired because some of these smaller schools are not even prepared to at least tech school level. Granted, I had a lot of kids in my school when I graduated should have dropped out as they turned 16. They had no willingness to learn, just went to school because their druggy parents needed them out of the house. Yeah, I don't know what the school system's like in Tennessee. Like I said, I've never been there, but sorry, that's how it is. There was a lot of now we're going into the whole rural versus urban, how much money goes into where and where tax dollars go, and I'd rather not go into a big giant batch of politics here, but needless to say, there's a big swath of the middle area of the United States that, in theory, if they were to all secede, like literally tomorrow, you would immediately, have it turn into a third world country, like just immediately. This country basically lives and breathes on tax revenue that's created on the coasts because that's where all the shipping is, that's where all the banks is, that's where everything else is, and it's just a matter of they've just done a huge disservice to a lot of people in the middle. And yeah, most of the eastern middle Tennessee and eastern middle Kentucky are like that too. Yeah. And the sad thing is that there's a lot of people there that have that pride thing going on where it's like, pulling myself, don't care about that phone call, decline. And that was the worst possible pin I think I've seen ever. Okay, so did R-Truth just lose his championship twice in one night? Okay, fine. Now we have someone. Okay, yeah. The school had power to do so. They drop all the sports, including cheerleading, and throw 100% of the money behind basketball. Well, that's probably because basketball actually gives them the most revenue. That's honestly probably the reason why. It probably gives them the most revenue. And that's kind of, that says something. But it's, yeah. Even though I've spearheaded football and soccer to schools, the kids won't have any chance of being basketball have something to do. Yeah. Soccer's probably the best. Soccer's probably going to be the best one to go with because really, what do you need for soccer? You need a ball. It's probably one of the cheapest sports to play. That and probably like bocce is probably. I actually know how much. God, an actual good bocce set is probably like Well, you don't need a good bocce set. You just got a plastic bocce set for school. But yeah,
I like Kevin.
203 kids and only the only school in the county. Yeah, yeah. In all honesty, though, that's how many teachers out of 203 kids? How many teachers? Because in theory, if you get a low enough class size, that would be statistically you would be able to have more one-on-one time with classes and be able to help students individually with their learning. There's a lot of pushback from the school board, and a lot of the community is complacent. Won't back me up. God, I'm sorry about all that, man. I know you're trying to help with all that. I've never actually been on a school board or anything, or actually had not God, what's the thing in Arden called? Because it's technically not land ownership, because it's a land trust. Therefore, the community group is called something different. But yeah, I guess this might be a situation where if there's 17 students, there's 17 teachers. Okay, so you're still dealing with about 23 students per class. Doing that just roughly in my head there. Probably off if I'm doing an actual exact division. But then again, they divided age groups. There's usually 2 to 3 that don't have a class during certain blocks and work designated defenders, hall monitors. Okay. Yeah, in theory, and 2 coaches. Yeah. In theory, the 20 students a class. In theory, that's actually a pretty decent number of, student to person. And the assistant principal teaches 2 of the 4 blocks. Okay. Yeah, in theory, there's a. Oh, okay. What were they? They were doing card subject to change. What are they? Okay. So they're not doing Adam Pearce versus Roman Reigns. They swapped in KO.
You just disrespected the tribe.
Okay. That's what they're doing. That's okay. I guess card subject to change. We're doing another KO match. Okay, makes sense. But yeah. Okay. So we would have a interesting worked ankle injury going up the steps. That's funny. Card subject to change. Yeah, here comes Roman Reigns. Wow, I like that. That's a good story right there. That's okay. So the suit gets beaten up by the heel champion and gets attacked and gets destroyed. Okay, I have heard a lot of people say that SmackDown is by far the best of the WWE shows. So. Okay, and then here comes the big save by KO. I understand this. I really don't see KO as a face, but okay, whatever. As far as storyline, this package has sold me. This package has sold me on the concept of this being, a big grudge feud. We had 1 teacher over 2-day period teach CPU, science, English 2, calc, home ec, Spanish, and lifetime wellness. Okay. What is lifetime wellness? Lifetime wellness. I've never heard of that class before. Is that so you did A, B, A, B, A, B, and then B, A, B, A, B, A2 repeats schedule. Okay. Are they actually currently in class right now, or is this all Zoom stuff still? Because I know, the schools around here, even though we're having more than 9/11 deaths every day, have done this, they're trying to get people back in because, I don't know, I guess killing people's parents is, A-okay with them. Yeah. But yeah, there's nothing about Kevin Owens that says face to me. Nothing. The music, heel. The look, heel. The fact that that's KO, just though, that's even heelish, Lifetime Wellness is a combination of physical education and health. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay, so it's like what I had then when I was in down in Middletown. Yeah. Yeah. Makes sense. They do mix that, even though there's really, so that means the students essentially have only physical education half the year. And the school here is all in school. God, has they been 2 COVID positive over the year? Oh, okay. Well, I guess that is one of the good things of living in a smaller town. I guess is I guess one of the positives is like how like in New Zealand or whatever, there's like no COVID cases period because it's an island, and there's no travel there. And here comes Roman Reigns, or at least I thought they were going to give him new music. I thought they said they were going to give him new music for this new gimmick. I really don't think he should have this Shield theme. Who keeps calling me? No, Ocean View, Delaware, don't care. You're going on mute. Yeah, like for Mullins, they do it in my school. It's half the class is P first half, and they flip it to health. Yeah, that's what they did in my school too. When I was going that. And statistically, it's a bad idea. It's like how they like getting rid of recess or whatever. No, the kids need to actually get some of the energy out. They'll focus better. It's been statistically proven. But once again, budget cuts and all this other fun stuff. They're just yeah, can't imagine It's a county of 4,200 people in a fairly isolated community. Yeah, it's probably all things considered, probably relatively safe over there then, from COVID at least. The more densely populated an area is, the more it's going to spread. I will say, Roman Reigns just looks good when he walks to the ring. Like, just the look he has on his face. He carries himself so well as a heel. Like, they did this man a huge disservice making him smiley baby face for so many years. But yeah, he looks good. I could do without the jeans, but I guess this is like some sort of street fight or whatever, so I guess, street clothes. Then again, I never quite got the concept of a street fight being in street clothes because, less range of movement. Moving in jeans is not the same as moving in tights, I don't care if it's a street fight, it's like you're gonna need full range of movement. Yeah, before the state decided, now you know how to do that. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, man. Sorry about everything that's happening. Okay, so I guess we've got title match, and then after this is going to be the Rumble. Right? How much do I got left? Okay, we're 2 hours and 14 minutes in out of what says 3 hours and 49:59. So, yeah, we are about 60% in on this. Last year, they said they're putting all the basketball players in Lifetime Wellness class and use that as practice. So they didn't even have practice after school. They just used the school time and basically took the class away from everyone else. Oh, that is some short-term thinking there. The problem that year is you only had 7 people. Yeah, that would be a problem. That is a problem, yeah. That is, yeah, that is This is where like honestly every sort of situation like yeah, that is not necessarily a good situation to be in. Yeah, I can imagine how the season ended. Probably not with very many wins, but at the same time, this is where I've been in meetings with like stuff that goes on, and it's as far as schools and whatnot, and needless to say, the interdivisional stuff that all goes on and everything is just. Actually, no. Wilmington is very good. Wilmington is very good. It's Lincoln that is. I work at two different schools. There's I've seen the aftermath of some stuff too, but yeah, it's just all in all, it's a shame. It's a shame when that happens to people. Honestly, it does. And okay, so we have this is probably our final one-on-one match. I've yet to see a match start with a circle with a circle and lockup. So let's just see what happened. Let's see. Will we do quarter circle lockup? Oh, we're doing the quarter circle lockup. Yes, they did a lockup. Yes. Okay, they immediately go into throwing fisticuffs, but yes, it's a lockup. Thank God, one match on the card did it. And okay, already going for the Superman punch, kick, going for a stunner. Obviously, okay, yep. Oh, because it's a last man standing match. Yeah, this is going to be another finisher overkill match, isn't it? Finisher overkill, then big high spot with weapons overkill. That's what this match is going to be, most likely. It's going to be a spectacle match. Honestly, outside of the women's match, the women's title, I think every match is going to be a spectacle match because you got the two rumbles. You got obviously a last man standing match because we've already just seen a Superman punch and a pop up power bomb. And then the Goldberg match, which is a Goldberg match, is going to be finisher overkill. Yeah, it's going to be just all be spectacle matches. That's what it's going to be. Eric, if you want to say anything too, I mean, I know NJ Brock is just been 90% of the chats of the past hour, but if the other person watching would like to say anything, you can too. And off to the turnbuckle, not the turnbuckle though, the post there. I will say I'm not quite sure I like the idea of having the logos on the posts and whatnot, because you kind of have to really stop yourself. You can't make the bang sound when you hit the metal post. At least. And we do a blind draw pair guy as number 2 in the state in the first round. Knocked out in the quarters as we were number 1 in the state, and we were due to blind draw, got paired number 2. Oh, no. Really? The blind draw. I thought they normally do like a thing where it's like, they purposely put number 1 and number 2 seed in a different spot just so that, they might not, get to each other. Also ranked number 2 out of all classifications. Well, that's good at least, and I can see that's probably why they care about basketball so much. It's only because they're one money ticket. Oh, yep, yeah, grabbing the steps. Yeah, tossing the steps. It's actually really hard to. It's really, really hard to actually move those steps around, honestly. Those steps are awkward as fuck to move. The chair, easy to move. Table, easy to move. Ladder, easy to move. Steps, not so much. Because you're kind of like holding something out like this because of just the way it's cumbersome. So you're just always constantly kind of like holding forward and like stressed. It's you can even see like when they move it, it doesn't move or swing as fast as other things. It's just that's why I don't think like actual chair shot, like actual like stair shots, like actually moving them and whipping them around is actually good. But if you whip someone into it, boom, it makes more of an impact. But actually trying to swing it just always looks less impactful. And we're going to brawl through the crowd, most likely, or the crowd of the virtual screens that they once again have to, actually those screens are quite heavy duty. Although they're still at the same time, you don't want to go full brunt into those. I'd imagine someone would get very angry at you. And you're going into way too many sports stuff that I don't understand. Like as far as sports go, I am not the analytic person when it comes to sports knowledge and how seeds work and all that sort of stuff. And I bet you KO is getting chewed out after the match because those stairs just hit the lights. I'm hearing Steve-O in the back of my head. Don't touch my lights! That's the most expensive equipment on the damn stage. Don't break it! Oh, Steve-O. Oh, God. God, it's just like, immediately, that was my first thought. Don't break the lights. From WWE, they probably, honestly, it's like, we got like 50 billion of them in reserves because we're a multi-billion-dollar company. But, for an indie promotion, you just go, damn, don't hit the lights. I can tell sports is your thing. Definitely sports is your thing. Okay, what are they doing? We're gonna do a suplex? Okay, no, we're just climbing everything. We're just climbing the Thunderdome. I will say this is a different view of the Thunderdome. Have they done this before? Because honestly, I haven't watched really the last couple of shows. Okay, he fell like 2 feet. He fell 2 feet. He's gonna be up by 3, and another freaking super kick. Okay, ban the super kick. Ban it. Ban the move. Kill it off. Kill the super kick. Why are there chairs here? Why are there chairs? I know that's not a question you normally have to ask because normally there's a crowd. But why are there chairs up in the Thunderdome? Why are they there? No. Here's the thing: if you're going to pull something out of the, if you're gonna pull something out of like under the ring, or if you're gonna have a prop laying around, it needs to have a reason to be there. Like if you're gonna go under the ring, it makes sense to have some chairs because those are chairs they would pull out for fans. Pull out more chairs. We got spare chairs just in case something breaks or whatever, or a table because there's a merchandise stand. Or a ladder, because you need to get a ladder to get, rig up the curtains and all that, and all the entranceway and the ramp and everything. That makes sense to be there. You might find a spare turnbuckle, because, just in case the ropes break or something, the eye hook to hook them back on before the next match. That makes sense. You might find a couple of tools. Get some tools, and, so that would make sense. Maybe even a fire extinguisher just in case a fire breaks out. But, you start seeing some very specialized weaponry. It's like, what would you ever need, a stun gun to be underneath the ring for? Who on the ring crew had a stun gun and put it there? And then now I'm just thinking this right now because while Roman Reigns is going to teeter off the edge and potentially fall off, there's chairs right there in the Thunderdome. Normally, I wouldn't complain because there'd be a crowd in the audience, but there's a digital screen. The digital screen doesn't need a chair. Chairs are there for the grips to sit down and do maintenance on the LED boards. Congratulations, you just sold me on it. That makes sense. That's for the maintenance people. Sure, why not? And I'm guessing that table that Kevin Owens just fell through was catering, I guess, for the crew or whatever. And that would have been the finish of a normal match at any point in time. It would have been the finish of like a years past. Just fell off the crowd onto two tables. Actually, we've had some funny instances with tables in our company. Either people just bounce off them, or they just break before they're supposed to. Tables are the most finicky freaking thing as a gimmick. It is so funny. I'm not quite sure which I would prefer more, having it break early or having it not break. Considering I've never actually gone through a table. I have put someone through a table, but I've never gone through it. In theory, it should hurt less because it would break the impact before you hit the ring. So it would probably be a more cushiony bump than normal. And now there's a ring. Oh, okay. Well, you know what? The crowd, the commentators literally just told me why there's a ring back there. It's the workout ring. Okay. You know what? They went and they explained it. Immediately. They explained it. Good, because I was about to ask that very next question. It's the workout ring. And... golf cart! Why is the golf cart suddenly between this and AEW? Why is a golf cart a weapon of choice in wrestling matches? And that was probably the one time that the camera being zoomed in worked because I didn't see it coming. It's completely sideswiped me. It was so funny. God, I love that. How many times so you've had many I am the tables? Yeah, we've had a few I am the tables. Actually, one of them was really scary because he kind of missed the table and clipped his head on the back of the table while he was going through. Missed the swanton, only clipped the back of his head on it. So yes. We were, needless to say, we were all quite worried for Slim Jim there for a moment. He wound up being fine, so, but the problem was no one was holding the ladder, so the ladder, equal and opposite force, jumped off, so he pushed off, and the ladder pushed back instead. So instead of him going forward, he just flopped straight down, doing a swanton. Terrifying spot to watch. So we had a big discussion of, someone hold the ladder next time someone does that. It's like, ref, hold the ladder. So if you ever watch a WWE show and it's like, why is the ref holding the ladder? It's because someone told them, hold the freaking ladder. Roman, the best, really, that's the best part? Roman hurt himself in that wreck? How did Roman hurt himself? He was driving. I guess the windshield going into him. Because the plastic glass caught him under the eye. Ooh, that's bad. I'm not sure why you consider that the best part, but that's kudos for Roman Reigns for working through this match now with. God, I'm looking to see if I see any cuts under his eye or something, or if there's plexiglass in his eye, or. But yeah, no, that's, show must go on. Work through an injury. Kudos for him, man. That's tough shit. Happens, but, damn. Hey, buddy, glad you're fine. Don't do that spot again. Yeah, that's, yeah. Yeah, there's a few spots that I've done where it's like, yeah, I'm never doing that again. The aforementioned rock bottom into a code breaker or a backstabber. Never doing that again, especially when Brian fucking missed and hit me in the back of the neck with his knee. I'm never going to let him run. I'm never going to let him live that down. I'm going to bring that up to him every single time we have a match. Hey, Brian, about that code breaker. No, it's okay. I do the same thing to Steve-O. It's like because Steve was like, watch my knee. It's like, okay, I'm watching his knee. I'm bending down to take a knee, and he clotheslines me. Freaking clotheslines. It's like, damn, that hurt. He apologized, but it's always our funny joke where it's like, hey, watch my knee. It's like, oh, you son of a bitch. Give him a good ribbon for it. He randomly starts bleeding out of nowhere. Oh, God. Well, that's going to be scary. Oh, glad he's okay, though, now. And I guess he probably got it all stitched up. Oh, God, how do you stitch up an eyelid? God, that's got to suck. They probably use the liquid, the liquid sealing stuff. Keep throwing that shade. Oh, I can throw shade at Brian all the time. Because it's always Brian. It's always Brian. For whatever reason, it's always Brian. Actually, no, I can't say that. It's not always Brian. It's not always Brian. It's just I like to say it's always Brian. Okay, you know what? By the rules of WWE, last man standing match, forklift. Just lower the forklift on his chest. Hey, he can't get up. They really like destroying tables in this match. I am pleasantly entertained by the amount of destruction going on here. I mean, yeah, that's like Cornette Austin story about Boss Man being too stiff in a match. Oh, God. No. But it's funny, Steve forgot after 5 seconds that he called the freaking knee lift. And so he clotheslines me square in the face. And the crowd goes, ooh, and then they go, that's what a clothesline should look like. It was awesome. Yeah, it's because he legit clotheslined me for real. It was funny, though. Me and Steve always have a laugh at that. It's funny. Watch this clothesline. Shoots the top ball of his head. You learned your lesson. Okay, gotcha. That was awesome. Shoot 4 up to the top boss's head. You learned your lesson? Yeah, okay, gotcha. Honestly, I've never heard that Austin Cornette story about Boss Man. The Cornette story I know about Boss Man is when he tried to do a power bomb and the board popped up and hit someone in the back of the head. Okay, yeah, I'm starting to see the random bleeding now. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, which is not really a fault of Boss Man. That's just the fault of the ring. The ring must not have been struck together. No, oh God, are they going to break the glass? No, okay, they're not going through the mirror. Okay, that's good. And what is on all of that? Now that I'm looking at that, why is there just like random graffiti on this tarp that's over top of this table? I don't know. I don't know why. He called for a bull. Okay, you had a wrestling buddy once wrestled Robert Gibson. He called for a bulldog suplex. That would be an immediate grab the rope and go, fight back and go, what the fuck is a bulldog suplex? Because I have no idea what a bulldog. And well, Gibson got him up, held him for 2 seconds, did an Ishii-style brainbuster. Okay. Yeah, I would have immediately grabbed and said, what's a bulldog suplex? I've had situations like that where it's like people tell me like, hey, we're going to do the flying muffin. What the fuck is a flying muffin? It's like whip me across the ropes. I just grab the ropes and go, no. Yeah, it's just like, you got to tell me what the hell this is that we're doing first. Oh, I did not see that coming. I did not see a spear through the stage. That was I saw the spear through the ring apron, or not the ring apron, the ring surroundings a mile away, but I was not seeing that being destructible. It was good, yeah. He then got up and said, how do you like my new move, a brainbuster? Huh. Okay, well, that's definitely a story. Yeah. 6, 7, he's going to get up. They're not going to have him crash through the stage as the finish, are they? Oh, okay, they were doing a roll-off. Okay, roll-off. I don't know how much I like those roll-offs. Bulldog suplex is the 10-15 second vertical suplex. Oh, okay. I've never heard that phrase before. And keep in mind that, I know that things are called different things everywhere else. Like if I were to go and say universal, don't touch the lights! Sorry. Force of habit. Like I know like in Japan, they'll call like an avalanche brainbuster, and that's, a vertical suplex. And of course, if we're all Gordon Sully here, it's a souffle, but I've never heard the phrase bulldog suplex before. I always heard those as just delayed verticals. But yeah, if I were to go and say universal, a universal might mean something completely different for a universal elsewhere. My thought of universal is, drop down, leapfrog, hip toss. That's universal. But okay, yeah, now they brought out the handcuffs. The handcuffs are going to play into the finish. That's the storyline they're going here with these handcuffs. Which, of course, is another thing where it's like, where would you find that in a wrestling ring? You'd have to bring them yourself. I mean, I guess no holds barred, anything goes. Well, actually, that's not what no hold bards mean. No hold bards literally means no hold bards. Like, you can fish hook. You can, do holds that are illegal. But no one actually cares about what yeah, okay, brainbuster delivers snap suplex, yeah. No, it's actually worse. It's worse when you have a move that can be delivered two different ways. Like if someone calls a cutter, you have to ask flat back or on your butt, because more of a stunner version, or are you doing more of a RKO diamond cutter version? Because people will do both versions. So if you go out expecting flat back and you go straight out flat bump and someone lands on their butt, you're jacking up your jaw and, going like that. Oh, but now this has got to be the finish. He's tied up Roman Reigns with the handcuffs. It's got to be the finish. Yeah, 2, 3. Yeah. 4. It's going to happen. 5, 6, 7. There's no way he can get up from this. It's going to be physically impossible. Okay, throw the referee into the metal. That would be how you get out of it. Okay, that makes sense. You know what? That's a heel thing to do. Roman was in the Shields for a while, so handcuffs. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so this is how the heel's going to keep his title. Someone here is going to be Paul Heyman running out or whatever to get himself unhooked, and then he's going to come up and Roman Reigns is going to hit his big super special move or whatever, and it's going to be the end of Kevin Owens' night. I'm going to do a Facebook or an ass bump. Yeah, yes. yeah. That's basically the conversation that would happen. Yeah, a twist of fate can sometimes be a stunner, sometimes a diamond cutter. Yeah, that sort of thing. Yeah, but wait, hold up. Was that a second referee? Is that a second referee that just came out? 2, 3. Oh, Heyman, you better get that off him quickly. 5, 6. Oh, the referee's now going, dude, this is the finish. Dude, you're still stuck in there. Oh, this is bad. Oh, I bet you this went over way better in practice. Oh, man. Oh, Roman, I'm sorry, dude. This is one of those situations where they should have had a breakable, a break somewhere. Don't use freaking legit handcuffs. Oh, no, he's not back down. He's not back to his feet. He was down for 10 seconds before he got to that squat. And even then, He is not to his feet. That's like Royal Rumble where it's like, no. God, I hate when this. Yeah, no, the ref stopped counting at 5 and then just looked at him and went like, oh shit, he's not going to be up in time. Let me stop. No, that was such bullshit. And that's a shame because they were having a damn good match, but it's like, the ending. That's going to be the only thing people remember. They're going to remember the ending. And Paul brought 4 sets of keys on accident. Well, I'm glad you're giving me the insider information here, but yeah, no, and don't touch the lights! He keeps touching the lights. Actually, I think that's a pyro box. Don't touch that either. I don't want that exploding in your face. I forgot which set it was. God. That's, I mean, the idea was solid. I'll give them that. It didn't work the way it was supposed to, but the idea was solid. The worst ending to a last man standing match is still got to be Bully Ray versus AJ Styles. Because AJ Styles is standing up the entire time. Bully Ray is down for like 8, and at 9 he kicks AJ Styles off the apron and stands up. And the ref counts 10 and counts AJ Styles out. And it's like, no. AJ Styles was down for 2. It was down for 2, not 10. So if I'm standing for all 9 and then I fall down at 10, that counts. It doesn't make any sense. And then afterwards, even though Bully Ray won the match, the very next night on Impact or whatever, they were going, AJ Styles took it to him, and they were just acting as if AJ won the match anyway. So it was like the match was completely inconsequential. But yeah. Yeah, that's the same ref that this was a shoot would have been fired for the Carmella Sasha match, as legit threw Reggie out for doing nothing. He didn't do anything, got beat up, I don't care, he's out of here. I forgot that spot already in that match, but yeah, no. You can one-up that? You can one-up Bully Ray, AJ Styles as dumb endings to Falls Count Anywhere matches? How about Foley Flair Last Man Standing? I don't remember Foley Flair Last Man Standing. How'd that go? Where Foley was sitting in the corner the entire time and didn't get counted out because he dealt the killing blow. Yeah, if they're both down, that's terrible. But yeah. Oh my God, all these belts. Hey, you never even used the Brahma Bull belt. But yeah, all these belts look better than the modern WWE belts. I don't like the modern WWE belt designs. I don't like the fact that it's just a giant logo. As I say this as I wear a giant logo hat and a giant logo t-shirt of Right Coast Pro Wrestling. But, just saying, the Wing Beagle belt looked cool. The big gold belt looked cool. The Brahma Bull, the Smoking Skull belt, they looked cool. Nothing, it's more than just a big W. Okay, so this is the thing that Eric was talking about, saying there's a an 8K entrance of all this going on with the with the intro to the Rumble, right? So let's take a look and see what this is. I will say this is all looking. Oh God, yes, this is all looking kind of blurry and smoky and whatnot. Yeah, it's kind of definitely blurry looking. Hot damn. This is, why would it be blurry if it's 4K, if it's 8K? In theory, even though my computer can't run 8K, it would just be, I would see it in a normal resolution, wouldn't I? Like that shouldn't matter. It's not going to get worse. It's not like if you're in 8K and you're not watching it in 8K, it suddenly goes to 144p, Yeah, sure the clip was on YouTube. You found it? I'll watch it afterwards. Okay, so it looks like we're getting to the actual men's rumble now here. So, the next hour, basically, hour and 3 minutes, is going to be the rumble. I mean, honestly, all things, this is going to be so far. Oh, Edge is number 1. Okay, Edge is coming in at number 1. Why not? Glad to see he's back. Honestly, he looks nice. I think he looks better gritty. He looks better older than he did younger. Honestly, that's the way I feel. He just has that sort of grittiness to him now. And I like that grittiness. I don't like the fact that everything is so polished and pristine in WWE. You know. So, here comes Edge. He's going to do his poses. I really don't understand the point of, I guess you have to do it. Watch 30 seconds of failure. Okay. I'll watch 30 seconds of failure at some point. Corey Graves, Michael Cole, Samoa Joe. The commentary booth. Yay. One guy in the background had really big eyebrows. Because I've also been trained to essentially look at the crowd whenever a match has been happening. See who's on their phone, see who's talking, see who's not paying attention, just to see where people lose the crowd, lose interest, that sort of stuff. It's one of those things I've been trained to do. Popping the boys and having us going, oh my God, that was an amazing spot, is not the actual point of what's going on. Oh, and Randy, oh, nice! Not even letting Randy Orton come to the ring, just jump him on the rampway. Because these two people hate each other. It's better to watch the full vid for 30 seconds than the first minute or so of Rumble. I'm going to watch the actual Rumble, though. So I'll watch it afterwards. I'll find it. I'll Google it or whatever. Honestly. Just not now. Okay. And here we go. Fighting, attacking. The bell rings now? They have to both be in the ring to start it? I'm not quite sure I like that rule. It's like, no, they're fighting. Ring the bell. Start it. Yeah, that's some of the things. Like, sometimes, like, it didn't actually matter too much right here because, they were starting hot and they were just, attacking each other and they ran into the ring and they were still hot. A lot of times when, like, the whole, like, I'll jump you outside and then attack, and then, okay, wait for someone to get to the ring. There's, like, this 30-second slowdown of, like, waiting for someone to finally, slowly make their way up to the ring. You're essentially, like, all that nice, impressive stuff you did, you just cooled the crowd off. You're essentially restarting the match from scratch then. You screwed up your intro. So I'm generally not a fan of the whole wait for people to come into the ring to ring the bell. No, just ring the damn bell. But yeah, okay, brawling around outside. Different way to start a Rumble. I feel like 2 minutes have already passed, though, so we should have someone coming to the ring, but, it happens. Yep, here comes the 10-second counter. That whole 2 minutes is not legit, but, And what's happening here? We've got who's coming out now. Sami Zayn, okay. And Sami Zayn is coming out. Also, as to what you were saying about the women's Rumble, they have like 70 women employed between all 4 brands. Yeah. Just one brand and completely cut it off. It's just one brand is completely cut off because COVID. Yeah. And whoop. Okay, so I see the storyline they're going for here. Their storyline they're going for here is probably going to be the next 4 or 5 are going to be all heels. It's going to just be beating down Edge. Can he do it? And that'll be like the thing that they'll do for the next, third of this Rumble or whatever until it is an even, until I guess someone makes a save or he fights them back or whatever. Either they throw him out or, or he throws out some of the people that are attacking him and it becomes a bit more even. Okay. Not bad. Ooh, I will say I do like the arm ring here by Randy Orton. Randy is really good at like the. I know like everyone likes to joke and say like joint manipulation because that's like now like the thing like that people say. It's like, oh, look at the joint manipulation, but no, just like when most people grab like an arm wringer, it looks like it doesn't hurt. Randy Orton will grab your arm and it will look like it hurts. People will make fun of him doing a headlock, but it looks like he's hurting you in the headlock. Oh, and here comes Mustafa Ali. And here he comes in, and yep, like I said, 3 heels. And I get, okay, yep, there's going to be a heel group, and they're going to join together. Okay. Yeah, they're all looking at Edge. They're going to just attack Edge. Yeah. Yep, okay. I see what's happening. This is the storyline. Much like how last year's Rumble, the storyline was Brock eliminating a bunch of people. This year, the first half of the storyline is going to be people just beating the crap out of Edge. And can Edge do it? Get the babyface sympathy. He's going to come back. He's going to double. He's going to be triple teamed right now. Probably now should be a time to have a little comeback flurry and then get cut off again. Okay, or we could just continually punch him in the head over and over again. Not quite sure I like the idea of just punching him in the head over and over again. And that's just because of a reality-based situation here, you know? I know, reality-based situation. Oh, continuity alert. Why would Ali attack Edge over Orton as Orton cost him a spot at what became Kofi Mania? That's because it's WWE and it's the 7-month rule. If it happened 7 months ago, it doesn't count. And, you know, it's also a different character, a different version of Mustafa Ali. Okay, and here comes the babyface to come even the odds. Here comes Jeff Hardy. Okay. But no, the reason why I don't like punching him in the head over and over again is because, think about it. If you have no way to defend yourself, your arms are tied back, and a trained fighter is punching you in the face over and over again, you are concussed. You are, you know, and then of course after the second punch, you're even more concussed. A third punch without any way to deflect it, any way to absorb the blow, any way to do anything, you're dead. You're dead. You are in an ambulance. You are on the way out to the hospital. So give him one punch and then let him go. And, you know, honestly, you're probably going to say, well, then what about the 10 punches in the corner? Yes, the 10 punches in the corner then also doesn't really make sense. You should have one punch and bump. But, you know, the 10 punches in the corner, you know, gets, you know, a cheer. Yay, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's one of those things that people just kind of don't realize it doesn't make sense. But realistically, if you throw a punch, it should be one punch, bump, you're down. You know, especially if, you know, your like gimmick is that, you know, you're a boxer, or if you're Baron Corbin and they make a point to say you're a Golden Gloves winner, you know, no, you should punch someone and they should be dead. You know, there's punches should not be just transitional things, in my opinion. And I know that's a very old school sort of thought process on me. And I know like everyone throws punches like it's, you know, but at the same time, if you're thinking about it, hey, I threw 100 punches at this guy and he's not dead yet. Well, then what does that say about your punches? Your punches must be weak. It's not like you can train your head to not get concussed. So you're just making yourself look bad if you're throwing so many punches. Oh, RKO reversal into what I'm assuming was supposed to break the table, but a Impaler DDT. Well, that's actually probably a nice spot. Gives both of them a rest. They get to go and say, okay, we'll sit down here for 10 minutes, and then we'll get back into the ring later. And here comes Dolph Ziggler, and just logo-wise, I do not get a D out of that. I get a VZ is what I see out of that. But, yeah. And we're 6 people down to this Rumble, and then, boom, chair shot. Okay. Chair shot, chair shot. Oh, he's going to chair shot him again. Why don't you? Okay, go on in. Oh, right to the leg. Okay. Oh, and now all the referees that were already just standing there watching them do the spot now decide to run in because Randy Orton is going to have an injured leg spot. Yeah. I mean, you can say the same thing about chops in Japan. You know what? Chops at least leave that mark. Your chest will be purple afterwards. You know? People will believe that it hurts, even if it's not a knockout. You're not getting someone knocked out with chops, especially against Yuji Nagata. Was he the one that does the 15 chops in a corner really quickly? Is that Yuji Nagata's thing? Yeah, you know. Okay, zigzag. Yeah, Randy Orton's just gonna sit this one out for the next 10 minutes. Faking a knee injury, and then come back in and RKO someone, throw him out. Randy Orton's winning the Rumble. Calling it. Randy Orton's winning the Rumble. I guess they're gonna do Randy versus Drew again. Is that what they're gonna do? No. Okay, Edge once again hanging on. Okay. Shinsuke has his face music back. Shinsuke's got his face music back. Or in the case of some Young Lion blood. Yeah, you know, here's the thing. I actually haven't watched much New Japan lately. So I honestly don't know. Oh, that's Kojima? Okay, Kojima. God, okay, so... Yeah, I guess Shinsuke's a face again. Kenta Kobashi used to do it too. Okay. Okay, here's more. Yeah, showing us the steel chair again. Yeah, they really want us to. That's the storyline of the match. Oh, yeah. Here comes the walk off. They're gonna walk him with moving his leg for and all that sort of stuff. You would not do this if it was a real leg injury. You would no. If it was a real leg injury, you don't have the man walk at all. Period. Congratulations, you just turned a 6-month injury into a 1-year injury. No, you would cart him out. You would never have him walk off. Yeah, they're doing. He's gonna be in the back, take the entire Rumble off, come right back in from behind, throw whoever is actually who thought they won the Rumble right off the top rope at the very end. That's gonna be the finish. That's. I'm calling this a mile away. God. Okay. Let's see how interesting this goes from here. Oh, Carlito Caribbean Cool. Once again, another person whose name no longer passes the name test because it's simply Carlito. You can't say World Heavyweight Champion Carlito. He needs the Caribbean Cool part. He needs his full name. But darn, he's looking good. Looking good. Look like he beefed up some. You know, it's weird seeing him looking bigger than Nakamura. He's not as tall as Nakamura, but just, muscle-wise, especially considering where he was positioned. So a guy that you're trying to, put at the very least upper mid-card of today immediately does a stare-off with someone that looks more physically impressive to him and, had, at best was low mid-card at the end of his run. So if they remember him losing, in 5 minutes on Superstars. Not the best sort of appearance you would like for your modern-day guys. No one knows injuries, pal. Well, I'm just saying, if you want to make it look real, if you want to make me believe that it's a shoot and that he actually got fucked up, for how many times we see them do the X, it's like, no, it's totally a shoot, guys. We're doing the X. No, it's not. You're not. We know the X. Everyone knows what the X means now. They throw the X up for a fake shoot, is what they do. But even then, it's like everyone caught on to it. It's like, oh, look, it's the X. We're supposed to be silent and be serious now. Oh, and here comes Xavier Woods. Is the New Day really still around at this point, or like because Kofi's injured, right? Xavier is, I guess, Xavier Woods now, and Big E is doing his own solo thing. So they still have the New Day music though. Or they remember him with his brother and his cousins and his 3-man stable for 2 weeks. God, I thought he was out before they came in. No, I don't remember that. I don't even remember that. But yeah, no. Yeah, they could remember Carlito from that. Oh, sorry, getting hungry. I don't want to pause it though. I'll wait till the end of the match to actually have something to eat today. Oh, geez, it's 5 o'clock. I should actually probably get something to eat soon. But yeah, no. No, actually, considering how much I ate yesterday at the birthday party, it's probably better for me. Probably still digesting all that. Yeah, no, not gonna weigh myself on the scale, but yeah, Big E has his own theme now. Although he's still got the same sort of outfit as Xavier Woods, so there's still New Day collaborating. I got desensitized to a lot of bad injuries after watching some neck bumps at NJPW. Yeah, I don't know why they do those high angle bumps like that. In theory, you can high angle bump safely, like in certain German suplexes and whatnot. But I just see people just purposely landing on their neck like that and landing on the back of their head, and it's like, how exactly do you do that safe? I don't know. Honestly, don't know. That was impressive seeing Xavier Woods lift up Big E, but at the same time, it's like, I feel that should be reversed. Like, that should be Big E lifting up Xavier Woods, because he's the big power man. That's his gimmick. Like, just because you can do something, I'm kind of just confused about the physics of it right now. That's okay. New Day teaming up. Gotcha. And they're going to throw... Okay, there goes Sammy. Bye, Sammy. Nakamura doing his little look at me. Kicking. Okay. Run to the corner. Carlito still going after Nakamura. I wonder if they're supposed to do some sort of like a little one-off or something after this. Little one-off feud. Here comes John Morrison. Oh, are they going to do the slow-mo? Are they going to do the slow-mo? They going to do the slow-mo? No, okay, no slow-mo. I mean, in the New Japan, Young Lions are trained for 3 hours a day to hold a neck bridge. That's excessive. That explains why so many of them have bulging neck muscles like that, though. That is so they can train. So that's so they can take some of that stuff more safely. Not quite sure how safe you can call it, but yeah. Also, apparently, bye, Kofi. Bye, Xavier. Just called you Kofi. Yeah, I'm not quite sure how they would take some of it, but at the same time, that's what how many people get injured in like New Japan or whatnot. I'm sure, like, even you try to take it as safe as you can, it's still a big damn hurtful bump. Yeah, it's certain things I would not do. Take certain New Japan bumps. Anyway, here comes... Oh, Ricochet! Hi, Ricochet. No longer have the little cape, I see. But that's okay. And springboard. Boom into that. Ricochet is one of the high flyers that actually, it looks like everything he does is just like that was just some bizarre, funky corkscrew kick thing he just did, but it looked like it actually hurt. Like, he looks like he puts emphasis in it, I don't know how he does it. It just looks like it's... Yeah. It's also why the injury to Hamaru only kept him out for 13 months instead of paralyzing him. Yeah, well... Still, he's on borrowed time then. You know... And now we're doing really more traditional Rumble stuff right now, you know. Doing just everyone in the corner huddling, doing the I'm gonna fake throw you over and fight back, and waiting for, I guess, person enters, they got one big spot, and then back to wrestling in the corner. So far this is I think a more traditional Rumble than the women's Rumble was. Also, I feel like we've already had more eliminations at this point, so the ring is staying clearer. Oh, Elias actually has a theme song. Oh, Elias has a theme song. I expected him to sing his way to the ring. Elias is one of those gimmicks where he can wrestle like 4 matches a year and still be over because all he needs to do is talk. God damn it, he does that. Okay. So that's a move he does, a drift away. Damn it, I was thinking of modifying my neck breaker with a leg hook. God, I just saw it. I just saw him do it too. And it's actually slower than what I thought it would look like. Okay. Oh, this is the 8K? The 8K was Elias? I missed it then. I didn't see much of a difference at all. And Immortal said he'll never change his style of wrestling, so he's pretty much a hybrid of Brian Pillman and Brian Pillman. Yeah. Yeah, well, I really don't feel like being crippled for the rest of my life. I will wrestle a completely safe style. Although, in all honesty, considering, it's, independent wrestling in front of, 200-300 at max 400, because that's how many the building will hold, the fire code will hold. For fans, like there's no point in killing yourself and doing like a God, what was the move where they just drop on the head a gory bomb? Not a gory bomb, a Gonzo bomb. No point in doing just a Gonzo bomb for that many people. You're not making 7 figures doing that. There's a slow-mo shot of each superstar before they hit the ring. It's bizarre. I'll have to pay attention next time I see it. Hell, every time I saw it to the ring, it looked like I was watching 2K entrance. I'm going to have to pay attention to that next time. Damian Priest is in the ring now, doing his spots. Boom. Damian Priest, okay. Punchy kicky. Here comes Elias from behind. I'm running out of things to say, actually. I'm just kind of actually commentating the match now. And there goes Elias. Man, Elias probably has the best damn job in the company. Come in, wrestle for 4 minutes, get a payday. All you have to do is just cut a promo every night. Which that's spoiler, Santino Marella wins. Bullshit. Yeah, the Gonzo bomb is the sheer drop power bomb. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's stupid. And back and forth fighting. Edge is still over. Yeah, of course, they're not going to do anything with Edge yet. They still did the picture-in-picture backstage with Orton. Orton's still getting checked out. They're not going to have anything happen with Edge until Orton comes back. And who comes in? The Miz. And the Miz is looking at the turntable from the special guest singer guy. Oh god, he's gonna destroy the laptops, isn't he? Boom! Boom! Destroy the laptops! Boom! Destroy the laptops! Flip over the table! I bet you the actual expensive production stuff wasn't there anymore. And those were just, shells. But yay, he destroyed it. I'm actually in the favor of Miz for that one. And a skull-crushing finale. Actually, I remember what I was talking about. There were certain moves back. I hear a Grem again. Gremlin, where'd you go? Hi, Grem. Come here, boy. I see you got the avocado. That's Boo's toy. That's Boo's avocado. Hey, Panda, I'm on the last match. In case you hear me talking to her back there. No, I did not watch Wrestle Kingdom at all, actually. I don't know what I was doing. I was just, oh, and here comes the special referee, or not the special referee, the special guest music person. Come here, Grem. Come here. You're not supposed to be up here. Come here. Okay, they're gonna do some sort of spot that's gonna eliminate Miz, most likely. Come on. Where do you go, Grem? And we are back. What'd I miss? Oh, Miz got eliminated. What a shocker. Oh, it looks like Miz and Morrison. So no, I did not get a chance to watch Wrestle Kingdom. Honestly, I didn't even know what was on the card. I fell behind on all the storylines on NJPW. And here comes Riddle. Still needs his first name. That's not one of the one-name names that works, in my opinion. Like, Goldberg, Sting, Hawk, Animal, Edge. I wouldn't like Riddle. Riddle is already a word that exists. I've watched it live and sat in Discord with 4 people doing alternative commentary to entertain ourselves. Yeah, that's kind of what I think. Next time I do one of these things, I want to coordinate it with some of the guys. Get some of the guys in on the chat or something. See if I can get Rue in here, or if I can get a. Oh God, I can't really get. I could probably get Setsu in. Setsu would probably love to do this. But like if I were to do WrestleMania, or if I were to do Wrestle Kingdom or whatever, probably love just talking shit about everything. Yeah. Night 2 is a few times, but mostly flat. Here's the thing, I don't like the idea of splitting things into 2 nights. I really don't. I really don't like splitting things into 2 nights. I don't even like the idea of splitting WrestleMania into 2 nights. It's like, guys, you got 4 hours. Make a pay-per-view. That's it. These do not have to be 8-hour-long spectaculars. In all honesty, if you're doing a typical wrestling show, an indies show or whatever, you got 7 matches on the card, maybe 8. You're out in an hour and 30 minutes. That's the point. Oh, and here comes Daniel Bryan. Number 17, good spot. They could do a situation with him where they go. Actually, there's a few people that I could see doing winning this Rumble. There's a good thing when there's a few people you believe could win the Rumble. Daniel Bryan I could see winning so that he faces Roman Reigns. There's, a storyline there of the 2 of them, the man that they wanted to win the Rumble and the man the company chose. I mean, it's going a little too insider smarky, but there's a way around it. You can say, oh God, who else could win the Rumble? Orton could win the Rumble, and if Orton could win the Rumble, that means Edge could win the Rumble. Money's on Orton right now, considering they're doing the whole injury. He's going to make a surprise appearance at the very end and just throw the last person over. Keith Lee, they've been trying to push. So, yeah. They want to do a 5-hour show, so they split it in 2 and gave themselves an extra hour each night. Yeah, but then you don't have, but then that means you have to have, 16 storylines. You don't have 16 storylines going into WrestleMania. You don't. They're not of equal importance. And then you get into a situation where you have, 12 different title matches across the show. And it's like, really? You have 12 title matches? And it's like, who in this company is not a champion right now? Yeah, they want to do a 5-hour show, so split it into yeah. Oh, it was overbooked as hell? I believe it. Oh, here comes Kane. Kane is our little return spot. And, oh God, Kane's knees and hips. I can tell just by the way he's walking, he is hurting. Kane. Get Kane in there and get Kane out of there quickly. Kane is hurting. Oh, God. Why is Kane hurting? Kane took like the safest bumps every single year. Kane never did anything crazy. I guess when you're just 7 feet, eventually they just go. Yeah. Oh, God, Kane. Kane's hurting. They had 2 mini tournament matches, though. Yeah, so it's like a scramble match or whatever, where once one match ends, the next person comes in, or are we talking, like just mini rumbles? And Ricochet, don't bump on the apron. Okay. Gonna do an apron bump. Fucking apron bumps. I hate the fact that they've also cued in, like the fact that WWE has cued in and like flat out told people that's the hardest part of the ring. Yeah. We know it's the hardest part of the ring, but now that you've told everyone it's the hardest part of the ring, everyone's now going to make the connection. Well, that means the center of the ring, and now it's expected people are going to oh, he's not really hurt. He hit the center of the ring. Doesn't matter if it was a superplex or frog splash or whatever. It was the center of the ring. You screwed up the illusion. They booked too many tournaments because they hate having triple threat matches. Gimmicks are overused, but triple threat every now and then will work. I will say that the Fiend versus John Cena was good for what it's worth, but Drew versus Lesnar was an overwhelming main event. Yeah, I will say probably the best match of last year's Mania was AJ Styles versus Undertaker. I liked that. That was like the one cinematic match I liked, even though it kind of makes no sense as to why the Druids would attack the Undertaker. You think that would have been the, Gallows and Anderson attack, and then the Druids come out to attack Gallows and Anderson and make it even, but, whatever. Oh, and here comes King Corbin, who... When was the last time they had the King of the Ring? When was the last time they had the King of the Ring tournament? Has he had the King gimmick for 2 years straight? I feel like he's had the King gimmick for 2 years straight. Now, here's the one thing. My trainer always told me, watch Baron Corbin's punches, because he throws damn good working punches. So I hope he throws a punch, because I want to see, and it seems like every single time I see Baron Corbin, he never throws a punch. Even though, the Golden Gloves winner and all that sort of fun stuff. Nice little segment here. Definitely saw the stutter step there. But most people aren't going to care. Or actually, they're going to subconsciously notice the stutter step. But, what can you do? It was an impressive little sequence there. I liked that.
Capitalizing on the situation. Think about Edge. He's been in this match over.
Oh, yep, there he goes. Punch in the gut. Punch in the gut by Baron Corbin. That was a pretty good. Yeah, I remember the one Rumble. I forget what it was. The one Rumble where what was it? Where Jeff Jarrett came back. Jeff Jarrett threw better working punches than everyone in the match, and it was like, guys, at this point in time, I'm hoping someone went over punches with people after that, because hot damn, Double J just made everyone look stupid. He made everyone look like kindergartners in the ring with them. Jeff Jarrett is fucking amazing. There was Ibushi in night 1. Winner faces Jay on night 2. Jay is the first person to be the J1 winner for the briefcase. Okay. Oh, we were talking earlier about high angle bumps. Otis just suplexed the shit out of Riddle. gotta say, I like Otis. As far as comedy gimmicks go, like you can like there's always a limit on how high a comedy gimmick is gonna go, but gotta say he is one of those comedy gimmicks that's like really good and serious in a sense. Like you can see that he is a tough guy, and he's out now, but you can see that he is a legit guy that could just beat the crap out of you as well. He's not 100% comedy. Oh, okay. They've been keeping the ring quite clear and sparse in this match thus far. I do like the fact that they've been, and honestly, everyone's been eliminated differently as well. It's not the same eliminations. They got like 58 eliminations they have to do between two Rumbles. Oh, sorry, excuse me. Between two Rumbles. It's a good job. Good job thus far. I mean, normally when I'm just in a Rumble, it's like, okay, I know who I'm going out after. The return of the Spirit Squad, that's why the ring is clear. Oh, Dominic Mysterio. They don't have him in a mask, huh? I guess they're going to do a thing where, he's going to prove himself to earn the mask or something. Because, they want a mask for merchandising sales. It's kind of the gimmick of the Mysterio. And, okay, he's going. Oh, he's going to eliminate Corbin, isn't he? Yep. Bye, Corbin. I guess they're feuding. Yeah. Give him a nice little spot. Angry. Yeah, normally when it comes to just Rumble matches, it's normally just know who you're going out after. And then even then, I've gotten to the point where it's like, guys, there's like 20 of us in the ring here. Well, the person that I'm supposed to be following is like, yeah, just throw me out. I'm not winning. Throw me out. Are you supposed to go next? Does it matter? Like, guys, we're not in a important spot. We're not doing a spot. We're not doing a big move or anything here. We don't have any spots for us in this. Just throw us out. Clear up the ring for the people that we have to get over in this. The people are so finicky on the list backstage where it's like this person gets eliminated first, then that. It's like, no, just go. No, hey, the crowd's getting dulled out. They're getting dull. Nothing's happening. Someone go get thrown out. Are you part of the finish? No, go. This is also the first Rumble without any input from Patterson. Oh, you're right. There's no Patterson. God, yeah. I never met Patterson. I've probably met people who have met Patterson, but I never met Pat Patterson. I bet Jim Kettner knows Patterson. Jim Kettner knows everyone. So I probably know secondhand. Oh, shit! Dominic with the big jump for Lashley. That was an impressive elimination. God damn, that was sweet. And a giant, freaking spine buster side suplex thing. Yeah. Oh, as long as you don't Gail Kim yourself. Yeah, Gail Kim was quite pissed. She's probably not ever getting into the WWE Hall of Fame, even though it was really her and Awesome Kong that really spearheaded this whole, I guess you could say, they're really the big thing that started women's wrestling being taken seriously in America. I like this. I do like the big power man struggle that's going on with Lashley and Big E here. Who can suplex who? They both reversal it. Nice little stare down. Yeah, that's the thing. When you get big man matches, every now and then you get, yeah, as long as you don't get, I just say, yeah, I'm supposed to be involved in 5 spots to 11. Screw this. But yeah, no, just get someone to throw you out. The crowd's getting died down. Throw someone out. Are you important? No. Whoop. Am I important? No. Whoop. Okay, Shane Helms is back. I was not expecting Helms to be back. I thought he was an AEW guy, considering the Lake of Reincarnation put him back into 3 count or whatever recently. Really, they both really. Funny thing is, they invited her and Kong for Evolution. Both said screw you. Gail Kim, I understand. Gail Kim is, a multi-millionaire or whatever at this point. Doesn't need the money, hates the company. I understand. Awesome Kong, though, I thought would, I thought her situation was different. Oh, God, Hurricane's knees. That had to hurt. Oh, speaking of knees, Kane is out already? Yeah, Kane's out. Kane must have gone out when I was getting Gremlin out of here for the second time. Good, good. I'm hoping Kane got out safely. Yeah, that is an impressive jump there, Dominic. That really is. That's a good elimination. And then Lashley eliminating them. I guess they've really been pushing Lashley. Anyway, as I was talking about with the big man matches, normally, like the WWE big man matches are normally big plotting affair. I like it when the big guys go full charge, steam ahead, just attack. Not like doing cruiserweight stuff, but just oh no, I'm gonna clothesline the fuck out of you because I'm a big motherfucker and I'm gonna clothesline the fuck out of you. And then the other big guy gets up and I'm gonna clothesline the fuck out of you because I'm a big motherfucker as well. It's like they're big guys, they attack people. They're adrenaline. Just because they have big muscles doesn't mean they're sloths. So yeah, it was impressive. Speaking of impressive, hi Christian. Also looking good. They got Matt Riddle doing the look to him. I'm not sure why they had that zoomed in on Matt Riddle, but there's Christian. I actually like Christian more than Edge. I do like Christian Cage more than Edge. I thought he was the better of the two. Better talker, better in ring. I just thought he was all around better. And honestly, their size, they're pretty much comparable. So I don't know why there were people going oh my god, I saw Edge going 17, like Edge was clearly, the favorite of the two. Yeah, he was clearly the favorite, but I don't know why he was the favorite. I thought they were both quite good. Also, nice tights on Christian too. I like the simple design. I like the green. It really works for him. I like it. It's very Celtic looking. And here comes an Unprettier. Oh, and they called it an Unprettier too. They called it Unprettier. The last time he was using that, they called it the Kill Switch. They teased on the last two SmackDowns that Mysterios would stab each other in the back at the Rumble, so that wasn't paid off. Oh well. Why would they do that? Why would his dad betray his son or his son betray his dad in the Rumble? Yeah, and why was Matt Riddle just immediately? I'm sure that would have made more sense if I saw the show, but why would Riddle try to tag or team up with Edge and Christian here? Edge and Christian have a known history. Yeah. Yeah, they call it the Unprettier. They flat out called it the Unprettier. I like that. Oh, here comes AJ Styles. And his big bodyguard guy. Oh, two guys in a row wearing black and green tights. Although AJ's are more kind of limey green instead of darker green. I would have gotten yelled at for having two guys come out in a row with the same color combination. I would have gotten yelled at for that. Kind of wishing he would have come out to a different theme, Just Close Your Eyes version 2. What's the name of his theme that goes, Christian, at last you're on your own. That one. with the sporadic, opera in the middle of it. That one's my favorite Christian theme, honestly. Then they eventually cut out the Christian at last you're on your own, and it just became generic metal. Once again, going back to wrestling themes where it has to fit your character. You can't just have generic rock or generic metal or generic rap or whatever. It actually has to fit. And I just thought it really fit Christian. I mean, honestly, you can't have At Last You're on Your Own 5 years later and you're still on your own. It doesn't really make sense, but Oh, and here comes Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio is... I really don't like the mohawks on his mask, but that's okay. He's got the mohawk. And... Wait, Victoria? Wait, hold up. Were we literally having a plugged product advertisement for what Rey Mysterio's mask is about? It's American beer? At last... Oh, that's at last version too? Yeah, okay. Yep. Paid product advertisement. You know, normally you just would say, like, WWE is brought to you by Snickers, you know? I mean, I like Blood Brother. I don't know what Blood Brother is. Here's the thing, I don't actually know all the names of these off the top of my head. As far as actual theme names go. You're just like, oh, it's that person's theme, it's that person's theme. I mean, of course, unless it's like the Freebirds, like, the name of that song is Bad Straight. Because it's clearly in the lyrics, you know? And I guess we're gonna have a bit with like the same with like Carmella, but with AJ here, where his bodyguard is helping him. And I'm sorry, no, that's illegal. The person who was not in the match eliminated someone. Big E should still be in the match. You know, there was a big thing where Vader eliminated people after he was eliminated. And then everyone he eliminated got right back in because you're not part of the match. There are rules in a sport. You know, what is stopping me from just having 700 guys? And it's like, hey, I brought my entire biker gang with me. What's stopping me? And just like eliminating everyone. Like, oh, all 50 people from my biker gang, please get in the ring with me. You eliminate everyone that comes into the ring. Like, what's stopping someone from doing that? There has to be some sort of bound of rule of law. Blood Brother was a theme from late 97 to early 98. Oh, Gangrel's theme? Is that the one that going, blood? You know that one? Dun, 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 dun. Is that the one? He'd wrestle singles on occasion. Look it up. It's not a bad theme. Okay, I'll look it up. Gangrel had a really damn good theme. Oh, Sheamus! Sheamus is another person who could potentially win. With, you know, because they're doing the whole friend thing between him and McIntyre. I could see that being a match at some point. You know, it is good. They got like 4 or 5 different people that could potentially win. Money's still on Orton. Oh, God, that does look like it hurts. At least it's hitting it across the chest. I've been hit with, you know, forearms every now and then where someone doesn't know to go across, so they go straight. Ooh, fucking hurts when they do that. Especially along the back where it's like, you motherfucker, you just hit me in the back of the spine. Literally my entire spine. You're not doing that again. Well, yeah, what's stopping Retribution from running out and eliminating everyone? Yes, what is stopping that? Like, why follow the rules? What's stopping... They're saying it's no disqualification. What's stopping someone coming out with a gun? Or a hand grenade? Or a flamethrower? There has to be some sort of rules. I told you, bet on Santino. If Santino comes in during this Rumble, considering this is like the 4th time you've mentioned Santino. Stupid-ass fucking snake move. It's like, it's a poke to the head. How does that make someone go down? Oh, catching the 619. That's a different spot. Yeah. And then throwing him off. Yeah. I don't know if he's going to jump up. Yeah, get thrown right off. Yeah, almost. The Cobra will live in forever. You know, I'm trying to think if there's been a dumber wrestling finisher. You know what? Eat Defeat. Eat Defeat is a pretty dumb finisher. Just how it fits together and how you have to purposely let your head stay there instead of simply just doing this. Like, even if someone's holding your arm and pulling it, you can still turn your head. Like, there's no way that move should ever connect, ever. At the very least, you could say, you know, maybe the Cobra just hits you so far in the head that it just knocks you unconscious for a split second. You know? At the very least, it's essentially a punch to the head. Also, big ending should have 0 impact. Is that a side slam, essentially? It's a side slam, but it's face first instead of back first. I know Big E did it already in this match, and I forgot what it was. Cesaro is so freaking strong. Honestly, the fact that they did not capitalize on Cesaro. I love all these moves. Like, he's the only guy that does these old school moves. The big swing. He was the only person that was doing delayed vertical suplexes, but just the big man strength moves. They're just so cool to look at. It's like the one, but now they've pigeonholed him into the, okay, you do the big man strength moves, get the pop, and then get out. You know? They acknowledge that he's really damn good, but they don't do anything with him. It's practically the face first sidewalk slam with him landing on his back. Okay. Well, you're still falling down from like 5 feet or whatever, at least. I mean, I've seen worse. I mean, in theory, how bad does a Styles Clash actually hurt? It's a if you really think about it, not counting a Styles Clash botch, but it's still, if you build it enough as a finisher, people will believe it. People will believe a finisher if it's protected as a finisher. I like this new Seth Rollins music. I don't know how long he's had this Messiah theme, but I like it. Definitely better than the font text going Seth Rollins, 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 Seth Rollins. Like, my very first After Effects project is on the screen. But yeah, you know what? I'm just considering Seth Rollins is back. I'm surprised. I thought, I was expecting with the female Rumble if there was going to be Becky Lynch return suddenly or a Ronda Rousey return. I thought there'd be one of the returns. I like how I immediately see Seth Rollins and I immediately think Becky Lynch. Like that's gonna be that's whatever, but. Considering she headlined WrestleMania. Hi, Boo Boo. Yes, I know. Gremlin ate all your food. I will feed you again after this match. We will both have food after this match. We've got 10 minutes left. Oh, number 30 is Braun. Okay. Braun Strowman. Here we go. Yes, ask Kazarian and Yoshitatsu. I said a non-botched Styles Clash. Specifically, a non-botched one. Oh, Cesaro fell a little bit early for that. Had this Messiah theme since late May. Braun gives up his spot for Santana. Okay, and he's upset because AJ Styles got caught. Okay, so there's 3 different saves for AJ Styles. Clearly, AJ's not winning it, but it's one of those things that you could think he might do. Reversal of the spot that he did for Big Show. And bro kick, gonna get missed. Oh, by Sheamus. Okay, so they're giving Braun the push of like eliminating a couple of guys. However, he came in so late, he's only eliminating so many. Oh, that was funny. Eliminate him out a different way that his bodyguard wasn't. That was good. That was a nice little payoff. Got 3 little beats there, and then that last beat was that. Yeah. Remember, David, you got 60-second delay. Yeah, 60-second delay. Oh, it's good to know how many delay I have, but yeah. I wasn't being mean. I wasn't saying, that I wasn't being angry at you. As a matter of fact, I think I've been quite cheerful this entire time. This has actually been a pretty decent show. I can't really think of a match that was bad. I mean, the ending to the world title fight was kind of funny with forgetting which key was which or whatever. But yeah, it was overall this has been good. And you know what? Randy Orton still hasn't made his surprise debut yet because he's clearly gonna come back and attack Edge or something. You're pumping in a "This is awesome" chant. Wait, actually, hold up. Everyone in the background is doing a "This is awesome" chant as well, which means the people on the camera on the Thunderdome were doing it. Do they coach people beforehand to do like a cheer, to do a "This is awesome," and to do other things just before the show starts so that they can twist it in? Twist Orton as Santino in disguise. Oh, it'd be funny. That would be funny. Are they using the choppy frame rate to hide the inserts? You know how bad the delay is when you try to walk through Mega Man games. By the time they read it, they're way past what they need to follow my advice. When the Viper meets the Cobra. That's funny. That's funny. Honestly, everyone in this ring right now, except for Christian, I'm sorry, they're not going to give it to Christian, I could see them having win the Rumble. This is a very decent final 5, 6-ish. Because, you know, we got to count Orton in, and I think there's someone currently hanging out on the apron, or not on the apron, on the outside, biding his time. Yeah, they're biding his time. Yeah. Oh, wait, no. Is Riddle in there? No, they're not going to give it to Riddle. No, Riddle has no chance. So outside of Riddle and Christian, everyone else has a chance at this. This is a very decent... Oh, we're going to have a chain wrestling spot in this? Oh, nice, nice. I like this. It looks... here's the thing. It looks sloppy. It looks less choreographed. But by God, it looks like a fight. I like this. Yeah. But that also means they purposely put in "This is awesome" chants. No, you shouldn't have them say "This is awesome." They should have them chant for a person, a character. It's like chanting, "Match of the year, match of the year." No, you don't want them to chant "Match of the year." They want you to get the character over. At least that's, in my opinion, what you'd want. It's like, instead of, it's like, I believe, who was it that said this? Rob Conway. When Rob Conway was at RCP, he told me when they was with La Resistance, they did not want a USA chant because USA just simply meant, oh, they're booing the heel. They're not cheering the baby face. When they fought HBK, oh, bye, Daniel Bryan. When they fought HBK, the fans were chanting HBK, HBK, HBK. If they were facing a baby face that wasn't over, they would chant USA, USA, USA. So it was their job to stop the USA chant and start a chant for whoever was their opponent. So when I hear a "This is awesome" chant, I'm going, okay, they're not chanting for anyone in specific. They're not rooting for anyone. They're not cheering for anyone. They just care that there are moves happening. They don't care about who they're happening to. And I know this is WWE, David. I know. And Riddle, being an idiot, just jumped over the top rope. Yeah. If Riddle just went through the bottom rope or the middle rope or whatever, he would not have been eliminated. Yeah, Riddle just eliminated himself. They just made Riddle look like an idiot. This is WWE, David. As long as Vince is in charge and his lackeys have any power, ... I'll read the rest of the sentence when it pops up, I guess. Or ellipses, I guess is the correct term for the ... Okay. I got a message about dinner, so I'll... what perfect timing in about 5 minutes. I guess we're probably having a bunch of leftovers. Yeah, I made potato salad yesterday for the birthday party. There's probably a crap ton of potato salad still left. There's no steak left, though, but there's still probably deviled eggs. There's probably still veggies left. I wonder what the protein's going to be. I'm trying to keep myself on a 40-30-30. I've actually been doing this V-shred thing where it's actually carb cycling. And I work doing the arm workout. I can see my arms actually being bigger now. I'm actually seen them being, wait, no, play. I actually see my arms are actually way bigger now than what it is, than what they were beforehand. So I've actually, and I've also lost 5 pounds as well. So this carb cycling thing seems to have some sort of actual science behind it. So, oh, and I see we're doing the Chris Benoit spot. Yay, Chris Benoit. No! No, what happened? Where'd I go? Where'd I go? No FaceTime. No FaceTime call. Kirby, I know. Cancel. Oh. I'm hoping you guys can still see me. Where is it? Where are we? There we go. Oh, I text her. I got it. Watching wrestling. Be up in 5. Okay, so Edge is eliminated. I freaking had everything zoom out of me. Okay, so we lost Strowman elimination. Yep, here comes Orton. Oh, reversal! Edge wins! Edge wins from number 1! Oh, gotcha. Okay, let me go back and see how that actually happened. One moment. Click. Okay. Here comes a slam coming out. Strowman's getting the... Yeah, Edge is giving him the Chris Benoit spot with the pull down. And here comes Christian up behind. Okay. No, Pandy is not with... I'll text Pandy and get her. I'll find her. Kirby, I'll find her. It's okay. I'll bring her up for dinner. Yep, Christian's helping out. Christian's helping him out. Let's see how this goes. And then Seth Rollins throws them both out. Okay. That was nice. Then here comes Seth Rollins and over the top. Hi, Boo Boo. Yes, I know. And then boop, it's gone. And now here comes what I was calling from the get-go. Randy Orton out of nowhere, faking the knee injury. Going in for a revert. They're going in to throw him out. But last-minute reversal, that was actually a very exciting little sequence at the very end. That was quite nice. That was a nice way to win. Oh, I hear Pandy downstairs. I'll get her. So yeah, that was everything. That was pretty cool. Yeah, so, God, for 3 hours and 51 minutes, I've been sitting in front of this computer watching this pay-per-view and just commentating over it. And, yeah, all in all, that was a really good show. I like that. It was nice chatting with you guys as well. I'm going to try and do this, I guess, again, but I think I'm going to try to get more of the guys involved in this. Because really what I wanted to replicate was the whole back and forth, just, shit-talking on a show sort of thing, sort of feeling. So that was nice. So now I guess instead of saying, only 2 people won the Rumble from number 1 position and HBK is one of them, they're now going to say only 3 people have won the Rumble from the number 1 position and Edge and HBK are 2 of them. Because they're never going to say Chris Benoit's name. Never on WWE TV are they going to mention that ever. But, for good reason. But yeah. I guess is there anything else that happens? We got 50 seconds left here. Replay. Point at the sign. So pyro goes off. Replay. Oh, that's it. Punched my desk. Why not? Punch the desk. Okay. Well, that was interesting. So yeah, I think I'll probably get some of the guys in next time, or try to coordinate with them and actually maybe try to do something like this. I'm not sure how to multicast or whatever on YouTube. Figure out how this all goes. And yeah, and I guess I'm gonna end the stream now. In theory, would the streams actually? No, actually, it probably separates it into videos and streams. So, are the streams actually available for people to watch after the fact? See, if I hit edit, does edit do anything? Let's watch, let's see how this goes. Public, blogs, live chat, select, playlists. Okay, I don't see anything for specifically saving it. So I guess I'll just end the stream here and say good night, everyone. You have a great day. Someone's hungry. And I'll get some food myself. So Later. Bye-bye. You guys have a great time. Thanks for all being here. Yep. And